red really crudely and poorly.
Of course, you must paint
I'll
it
do it
red.
all in
Accuracy.
paint. It'll be great.
God, where am
I wonder
where
if
am
we
I?
hadn't watched Kren, would he still have been Kren-napped?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
That's the
us.
whole
We
reason.
are to blame. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're the problem.
Victim blaming. What's wrong,
It's not.
Sky?
It's not real life problems. Real life work. We're causing this whole plot to be driven forward.
You okay, Sky? What's wrong?
Discord randomly opened on my other surface, and it was the last image you sent me that greeted me.
Cool.
I was stared at by tits.
Nice, nice.
It's like, oh,
I'm gonna draw art and that's it. That's what I'm planning to do.
Oh,
so.
I see. Good. We are doing the sexy calendar, yeah. At some point, we are gonna be doing a sexy calendar.
Absolutely.
With spring not included in the sexy part of the sexy calendar.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna be on the
course
front with
will
like a
be.
censor bar, like
Yeah,
holding
that
up
would
the
actually be
censor bar.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, like spring being included with a censor bar would actually be hilarious. Actually, that would be.
I am not going
Spring-
to. I
no,
drew
no, no,
spring
Spring-
little fucking leggings under her dress because I felt
No.
uncomfortable drawing a child's eyes.
Spring will be holding a censor bar over stuff, just like holding
Yeah.
censor bars over stuff.
yeah, we can have a censored version and an uncensored version.
with spring in with a censor bar, just like censoring
Yeah.
all the stuff.
Because I always
We
censor.
should draw the hot springs episode with just this the steam like censoring
Kren
everything.
is just gonna be in the same exact pose with and without armor, just like.
It'll be like
Oh
this.
my God, Zero!
Here we
Please
go.
help.
January.
What did you have to Google for that? Did you have to Google sexy lizard? Did you have to Google
Is there
Exactly
something in the
what I
Discord
typed
now?
what you have to Google? Because my Pinterest history is full
Oh
of
my God.
furry feet reference. Furry lizard
Where'd
feet
you
reference.
get that so fast? That was so fast. Oh my God.
God. Ugh.
Well,
Look
that's
at the tags.
Hold on. That's
Nerds, Krennap, Demon Daddy, Nobles, Horse, Where's My Gold, German and English. Ooh, look at that.
We don't even speak German in here. The fuck?
sorry.
Hey,
I'll put
that's not-
Germans instead of German. Germans
cool.
are here.
How do you launch the game? Oh, right.
It's been 20
I would like
fucking
to
months,
present
bro.
an
20
additional
months.
one for
Over
Kren
a
pose.
year. Over a year. We're
That's
close to
almost 2
2
years.
years.
February.
Oh my God. Okay.
You
Yeah,
beat me
so
to
you
it. I
better-
literally was grabbing that one.
Yep.
All right.
See,
One
the
second.
lizard-
I have one more thing I'm doing before we actually officially start the fucking
I hope
game.
it's not lizard porn, bro.
Here's
Why
March.
is it so thick? The Komodo dragon. What the hell? That man
There
never
we
skipped
go.
leg day.
Just need to put that
Help.
lower.
Are you putting the sexy lizard
I am. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
help.
Yeah. There we go.
March,
I love how Kren was
nice,
like
nice.
kidnapped in this really serious manner, and we're just like, Kren, lizard. Lizard
There we
sexy.
go. Perfect. Okay, great. Well, welcome everybody to session 9 of our Shattered Crown D&D 5e series, Homebrew. Last we left off, the party had enjoyed a lovely dinner with a series of nobles that were in Colkirk. They were invited by a Vila Quinn, a count of another of a county within Tridia, to come to the estate of a Count Dussard, where they also met another noble by the name of Theodore Boudreau. I think that's about the name. Theodore Boudreau, who has
Yes.
history, as we come to find out with Ardent Montgomery. Mr. Vila Quinn, the lord of the Count Vila Quinn had many drinks along with the rest of the party, and the party enacted a plan to con Vila Quinn into paying for a beautiful, majestic, large horse via a contest. After many drinks and much food and much conversing, the hesitant but prideful Vila Quinn agreed to this deal, to this bet, to this gamble, at the pressure of his two noble friends. So, they went out, attempted to ride the massive bestial warhorse in the stables in the dead of night, and Vila Quinn was knocked off the top of the horse within a couple rounds, and Mr. Montgomery, quote-unquote, was able to stay upon the horse for longer than Vila Quinn, and thus won the bets winning the prize of the horse, a trinket from Mr. Villaquin, and about 300 or 400 gold, I think it was about. We'll say 400.
I think it was 500 actually.
500. Oh, you
Yeah.
remember perfectly. 500 gold then.
Of course I do. It's money.
It's money. So, 500 gold. Where the party had wagered Kren Koblaster as their wager in lieu of a significant amount of money. So, after the bet was won, Liarva Kersa, pretending to be a Mr. Arden Montgomery, refused to take the trinket the Villaquin gave upon him. In good faith and in good action. And that night, as everybody went to bed, they all said their good nights. They noticed that one of the companions of Mr. Villaquin was an archer, a ranger of sorts, that is from Crossbone Company, with similar tattooing and a similar tattooing and similar. Well, the tattoos were similar to the individuals that had taken them into their cages at the very beginning of this campaign. So, with that in mind, many attempts were made to investigate and suss out whether or not this individual has any intentions towards the party. None were successful, as this individual is quite roguish and charismatic and pretty good at keeping things close to the chest.
It's okay,
So-
you can say we were stupid. It's
You
fine.
weren't stupid. It's okay. You were drunk, is what you were.
I wasn't, and I was still dumb.
But the party, saying their good nights to their new noble friends, went to their various beds. Some in the servant quarters, and some up in a noble room. And they said their good nights and went to bed. Now, in the dead of night, last we left off, Mr. Kren Koblaster was taken, assaulted in his bed with a silence spell cast over him, so he could not scream or noise come about. An attempted thaumaturgy. Hey, what's up, shit cheater? How's it going? An attempted thaumaturgy was silenced as the party was unaware that one of their members had been stolen away, their lizard man, in a bag, knocked unconscious but kept alive, taken away in the dead of night in silence. We pick up here. What's up? What happened?
Sorry. I'm gonna stop opening the curse chat for the rest.
Oh my god, there's a curse. What's going on in the curse chat?
Breathe, Dusty. I need you to breathe. Oh, I said double cheeked up. Why is this a smash? Who am I?
Oh my god.
Oh.
I make you question
that's almost as
everything.
good as Ashta right there, bro.
Oh my god. Okay.
Just 11 months of time.
Okay.
What?
Oh my god, I can see his. Oh!
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. What's going on in this curse
Yeah.
chat right now?
No,
Oh
just-
my
I'm just
god.
trying to ignore it.
What is wrong with all of you?
You? What's wrong with Mackenzie?
I'm innocent. I have the cross around my neck.
Oh
The
my
Lord
god.
is protecting
Okay.
me.
This is a kobold, by the way, that we were talking about. I just want to point
Angela
out.
Protector.
Okay, so
Hey, JM. I'm playing at the moment. Belly the Hello, cheater.
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 Cheater. Tell me why you're crying. Anyways.
Oh, Percy, do you also want to put a stream alert into my server?
Yeah, sure.
So,
Thank you.
with
I love
that
that
in
you're the
mind,
fucking streamer here.
Okay,
I'm
so
I just saw
Alright.
that Kati did it. I was like,
with
let me
that
do
in
too.
mind, the party, we'll do a couple things first. So,
okay.
first and foremost, let me go ahead and change the music a little bit. I don't think this music is quite.
What do you mean? This is perfect for a gentle morning waking up.
With nothing missing.
With nothing missing at
absolutely.
all.
Also, how dare I not be able to see Kati? Like, what the fuck is wrong? Why?
Yeah, right?
Actually,
Apology not accepted. What's wrong?
Apologies.
should I turn my camera on?
Yes,
You don't have to.
please?
It's okay.
We need to
Excuse
look
me?
at Kati.
Literally.
Wait.
How would you live without looking at her?
That's the only reason Sky's here.
It's only
Yeah,
Jesus
of course.
Christ.
I've rearranged my plans just so I can look at Kati, so...
Wait,
Fair.
wait,
So,
wait, that's
It's dark though.
oh god damn it! I gotta move around on the cameras now.
You what?
Who am I? Who am I? Oh, I'm always still ardent. It's a shame.
Who am I?
I really wish I could just rearrange
You
the cameras
are. the dungeon master. Congratulations. Go on, lead the game.
So actually, Kren wasn't kidnapped, and I did get my
Okay.
500 gold coins. So like,
Okay, god damn it. I gotta rearrange. For some reason, Mackenzie never changes her spot. Like, she's just always there.
It's because I put the little dash thing in front of my name, so it actually holds me perfectly in place.
Oh my god, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So if I
Yeah,
took
the
that dash
first
out, I
time-
move.
Yeah, the first time she turned her camera on, and she just kind of popped off away. So she was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna put the bracket in front of my name, so I'll go back to the position. She fixed it. So
How?
So
I didn't even know you could
so I
do
stay there.
that. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So that's how I got around
we
it.
should just give ourselves numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If you do that, they'll never move.
That's a great idea. Oh my god. Okay, who wants to be
Okay,
one?
let's do that. Let's do that later.
Later, not
Let's
right now.
maybe
I'm in the
start.
middle of something.
Oh god.
Everybody assign your number.
Sorry.
Set yourself a number
Sorry.
before the next game.
I
I want to be 3.
You want to
69.
be 3? You want to be 60? Okay, of course you want to be 69.
Eh.
I can't find Kati's fucking window. Oh my god. There it is. Okay.
How did
Okay.
you scream? Then we'll find you.
Yeah. Just say Marco, and we'll polo back. We'll
Okay.
just kind of figure ourselves out.
All right. Everybody's back to where they are. All right.
We're just gonna play a round of Marco Polo and find Kren immediately.
Marco.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be?
Oh, there he is. He's over there.
Okay. So, first, Ardent.
Help.
You have the most wonderful sleep you have had in a very long time. No noises outside cause any disturbance to your rest. And you dream. You fall asleep looking at the fire. You probably read a little bit of a book as you lay on the couch in the foyer. And as you do, you fall asleep, book in hand. You dream a beautiful, beautiful dream. You dream of a small cottage, similar to the one that you had in Kirk's End, but not quite. It's in a different place. There's a beautiful garden. Trees are lush. The cottage is made of brick and wood.
Why would you
Moss
hurt me this
covering with vines. You awaken and you are not at the cottage, but you're looking at the cottage a distance away. What do you do, Mr. Montgomery?
way? Does he recognize the cottage?
You easily recognize the cottage.
Immediately. Okay. Can you tell that he's in a dream, or is it feeling really real?
Go ahead and roll a history check. Or
A
intelligence
history
check.
check.
History or
A what check?
intelligence?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Just do
I
intelligence.
thought you said roll a cottage check, and I was
Roll
like,
a
what the
cottage
fuck is
check.
Cottage check.
Whose cottage is this?
Oh,
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
that's my one good roll for the day, fellas.
You definitely know it's a dream because you initially, as most people, you don't realize it's a dream. But as you look down at your arms, you see a younger self. Not as many scars, a couple less scars than you had before. Not as many. Your hands aren't quite as weathered. Very weathered still, because you were already working by this point. But not quite as weathered, not quite as aged. You know it's a dream. You realize.
In that case, he's going to. Does he have a weapon on him?
No weapons.
Okay, then he's going to just kind of ready his hands in case he needs to like fight something, because he's very suspicious of this, and he just very slowly approaches the cottage. Probably
Okay.
walks up the little stairway that leads up to the porch and just knocks on the door.
Okay. You knock on a door, and the door opens itself. It was already slightly ajar, and it just creaks open.
Oh no!
It's a mannequin.
You see a mannequin in the form
a
of an
centaur.
angel. The door creaks
Okay.
open. It's well lit on the inside.
He just kind of like peeks his head in through the door and just tries to take a look around. Tries to take a whiff a little bit because he's waiting for a very familiar scent to set in. Just checking whether
You smell
it's.
the
still the
scent
same?
of lavender tea.
Oh my god, my heart. You hurt me. Yeah, he he's gonna open the door and just very silently step in and very softly just calls out, says, "Hello?"
There is no response. The cottage is small. There's nowhere to really hide anything. It's not a very complex structure. You walk in. There's clutter everywhere. There's people living in it. There's the bed, the table, window, many plants on the inside. Many plants on the inside. And over at a stone countertop with a wooden base that you remember helping to put together. With a basin, you see a little stove top, so to speak, like not quite a stove, but like a wood-fired stove, and on top of it is a little like brewing apparatus for tea.
So it looks very like someone was here just minutes ago.
Yeah.
Kind of. He's gonna have a look around, do a little bit of investigating, see whether he sees any signs of someone being taken immediately, like a break-in, any form of danger. And if he doesn't, he's just gonna look back out into the garden and he's gonna call again, see whether he can find anyone there.
Okay. You call again, but your voice is silenced. As you attempt to make noise, no noise comes out. The crackling fire also is silenced, that you hear in your dream. And your footsteps are also silent.
Does it feel very like a tranquility way of silence, or more of a forced and dangerous way of silence? Is
roll
like
an
too
insight check.
silent?
Roll
Okay.
an insight check.
Natural one. Everything's fine. Don't
Everything's
worry
chill.
about
You
it.
good? Okay.
Told
10.
ya.
10. So,
Damn.
you're not quite sure. You definitely know it's off, because even as you try snapping, you feel the friction of your snapping, but you don't hear anything coming from the snapping. And you just hear a, "Hello, my son," from behind you.
Hello. I should have known. What is it?
Are you okay? You seem troubled.
Have you ever seen me in a state that you would consider okay, my lord?
You hear the footsteps walk up behind you as you're looking out the window.
Oh, so his footsteps aren't silenced.
No,
Good to
they're
know.
not. And you hear, "Well, I haven't seen you very much, my son." As the voice changes from a male voice to a feminine one.
Oh, you're fucking shitting me.
It's been
I
some
just-
time.
Archer's gonna really slowly turn around to look over his shoulder, very
You
much
feel-
tense.
You feel heat on your back as the individual gets closer. And as you begin to try and turn around, a hand grabs your shoulder. Not yet. In due time. Patience, boy.
Who are you and where is he?
You look over at your shoulder. In the place of the dark, warm, sun-touched hand that would be grasping your shoulder, weathered from work. A deep red hand with black, long claws is wrapped around your shoulder. And almost digging in just a little bit. Oh, he's around. Don't
Did you
worry.
hurt him?
It's not so easy to hurt someone of his kind. I wouldn't worry about your friend. But it's been so long. Ardent.
I don't know who you are.
Oh, I think you're just confused.
Art's being
I
gaslit.
think things will be clearer. But I've always been with you until he took you away from me. I was always there. You have so much potential. You always have had so much potential. All you needed was a little push. I thought subtlety was the right way, and for a while, subtlety was the correct course of action. That That little voice in your head always pushing you in the right direction. But then he took you, and I couldn't find you. But now, oh, my son. If you feel 2 arms wrap around you in like a hug, then 2 more arms wrap around you. As 4 arms are gripping you tight and almost squeezing the air out of you. I'm so glad to see you again.
Who are you?
The face comes up close to the back of your head. The fire of heat almost seeming like it's burning you, and just this brimstone, sulfur-esque smelling breath comes over your ear. In due time. But you're gonna have to wake up now. Unfortunately, our time is up. Soon, Ardent. Very soon. And the arms let go of you, and you turn around, and there's no one there. The house is empty. And a cold rush of air comes in as all the sound returns, and you awaken. The fire is out. Embers. Still kind of dark. You think it's sometime early morning. Really early morning.
How does I feel physically?
So didn't you say it was a good nap? Like, did you say it was good
Oh yeah,
sleep?
you had a really nice rest. It was good. Like your body feels fine, actually.
Your mind? Not so much. But your body.
The fuck?
Well, it was a dream. Do you remember it?
Do you
Yeah,
remember
does
your
he
dream?
remember?
Exactly what happened?
Roll in roll in a history check.
Not one.
Please, if he forgets that, I'm shooting myself in the foot. Please. Oh, thank
18.
God, my feet.
You
You're good.
The small details aren't what you remember. You don't remember necessarily the lavender tea. You don't remember necessarily like what's in the sink or anything. But you do definitely remember the major points. You remember the cottage. You remember the home. You remember being inside. You remember the smell. You remember the grasp of the individual that held you.
He's gonna immediately just kind of check on his clothes to see whether there's any markings or like scorchings, because it did feel very hot, I assume.
It did feel very hot, but there are no different markings on your body or on your person.
Okay, so it feels more like a really freaky dream than an actual encounter.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the rest of the house looking like? Is anyone awake? Does he see anybody?
It's pretty dark. Liari, you rouse
You
awake.
dream.
You rouse awake. Stretch. What was that?
What were those little fucking
What was
emo-
that? What just jumped
what
across
did
your
you-
screen?
How did you get that to happen? Excuse
Oh my
you?
god, that's so cute.
Excuse you?
Oh my god, that's adorable.
What?
Before.
No, this is the first time I've seen it.
It started sparkling and it was like react with an emote. And I'm like, oh,
Why the German flag, Velvet?
What? I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh my god. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I can't keep getting distracted. Jesus.
Liari,
I get to wake up next to my wife.
my wife. What the fuck? Oh my god.
You do wake up. You do wake up next to Sayuri. Sayuri, your makeup has smeared over the night of you sleep.
Wait, no, we did face care though.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
face care. Never mind. No makeup on your face. My apologies. Your face pristine. Both you wake up with your masks on. Just waking up in bed. Liari, this is more of a meditation for you, but you like laying in bed because it's comfy.
The lizard.
The lizard.
Oh, Kren. It just showed you guys a very bad power. Like this is being
Yeah.
abused already. It's been. Oh yeah.
Immediately. Oh, the dice. Oh my god.
All the 20s that you just rolled, those are all for the game. You can assign
Yep.
them. Oop.
The ones. Oh,
Oh,
my
Jesus.
god.
Okay, Liari, you wake up.
I am.
So
I
nice.
Chrissy,
arise.
wake up. I don't like this. Chrissy,
Okay.
wake up.
Okay, so Liara, you rouse awake. Also, lovely meditation. You wake up pretty early as well. You're not needing to get the full rest. You were more relaxing in your bed after your meditation, letting the face care do its job. You know, no weird dreams, no nothing.
Yeah.
You dream of a horse in a field.
Perfect.
You dream of riding
Hell.
horse. You dream of riding horse and horses happy, like jumping around. You're frolicking in a field.
Nice, love it. Yeah, very good. Very good.
Sayuri, similar nice dreams. Well rested night for pretty much everyone, except Kren.
Everyone except Kren. Fuck Kren.
Kren does not get a good night's rest actually. But everybody else. So Liara, you awaken. What would you like to do as you rouse awake along with Sayuri? At this point, you also would wake. It's pretty. I would say it's pretty early in the morning. You get to go to bed pretty late at night, but the hangover doesn't seem to be hitting you all very much. So.
Oh, that's good. I had a lot to
Good
drink,
bed.
so nice.
I will say,
Bed with a weighted blanket and everything.
Liari, I will say, just for posterity's sake, roll a Constitution saving throw real quick, just to
Why
see
did I
like.
talk? Why did I say
If you-
anything?
I just want to
you didn't
see-
have to open your mouth.
Yeah, why did I fucking have, like...
Why did
No more
you
talking,
open your
no more
big
talking for you.
flapper, huh?
Never mind. No Constitution saving throw. It's fine. No one has
Thank
a
you.
hangover or anything.
If I knew that I could bitch my way out of checks, I would have done that way earlier.
fucking bitch my way.
You cannot bitch your way out of all checks, but you can bitch your way out of a con save for hangover.
Oh?
It's okay. You're
Oh?
fine.
We should have known that during the one
the
shot.
DC is not high. It was you were able to hold your liquor. It was a good night overall. So you wake
Okay.
up well rested. Everybody has their full night's rest. If you had any spell slots expended, you regain them back.
Oh, nice. Good to know. Thank you.
I don't know what to do. Like, should we leave? Like, this is another person's house. Like, do we just like, okay, time to start our day, and like just leave the room, or
It's
do we
like
stay
waking
there
up
until
at
we
a
get picked
sleepover,
up?
but it's the first time you slept over, so you're just kind of sitting in the bed and you're like,
Yes. So, I guess. Well, if
When,
Sayuri is awake, I
please?
can ask. I can
I will
ask
say-
Sayuri, right?
I would say also, Lady in Spring, you also wake up. I'm assuming you both slept in the same area. Lady in Spring, you wake up in a servant's
Probably in
quarters.
the same square meter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of bustle going on in the servants' quarters as people are waking up and getting ready to do their job for the morning, their morning prep work. Lady, you do hear a little bit of a conversation between a couple individuals, like, "Where'd the lizard go? It's gotten up quite early."
where'd the lizard go?
I don't know. As much as I know Kren, I would probably assume that he's, I don't know, doing something outside or anything like that. Just doing his
Taking
friend
a morning
things.
poop out in the garden.
He's just outside, like, ah.
Yeah. So
So relieved.
I'd probably be up to join the others, like find where Ardent is and discuss what to do next.
I will say the party can pretty readily find Ardents and meet up in the living room of the abode. Liari and Sayuri, as you are walking out, you notice that the door is no longer being guarded to Vila Quinn's room, and the door is ajar.
I mean, one would just assume he left because he's in
Yeah,
Bavance.
I need to look into it. I knock softly, and then I like open it to see whether he's alive. Like, he drank a lot. He might have died.
You look inside.
Or
The room
poisoning.
is dark. The bed has been made, but the possessions and evidence of somebody being here is completely gone.
Lady.
I don't even think it's suspicious. I feel like he might be just like downstairs eating breakfast since.
Right.
no.
And
Are we
as the
supposed to eat these cucumber slices?
Oh, please don't eat them. They have the substance of the. Kren will eat them. You can keep them. He'll have them later.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Kren will eat 'em.
doesn't-
Yeah,
He
Kren will
doesn't
eat
seem
'em.
to mind.
Okay, let's look for crap.
All right, good, great.
He gets his breakfast delivered. Here.
This is breakfast delivered. Here you
comes this
go. Here you go,
down our
Bucko.
skin.
These are flavored differently now.
It's like with a dog where you're like, catch, and you toss it and watch him catch it, and you're like, wow, good job.
We need to.
Wait,
Yeah, we need to
wait.
teach.
Yeah.
Wait. Touch.
Leave it. Mm.
Ballerina.
Leave it.
Ballerina.
All of a sudden, we see
Come over.
Velvet's dog doing tricks.
Yeah. Okay,
Anyways.
anyways.
Hold on, I forgot to set up something real quick.
That's not very professional of you.
Okay, what the fuck ever, dude.
If Velvet got paid, he would need to be professional. He doesn't get paid, he doesn't need to be professional. I think that's a pretty easy trick.
I don't get paid for the time to be professional.
Actually, I do pay you, but
You do pay
we're
me,
not
but
gonna start that discussion.
I'm gonna give that money back to give me artwork. Okay, it's a fair trade deal. Okay,
It's a trading account.
trading economy. Okay, so is there more happening in the curse chat? What's going on?
Yes.
Oh my
Chewy
god! All right, this is just so much. There's so much happening all at once.
Anyways, everyone
Anyways.
meets down in the living room.
Everyone meets down in the living room.
I
Five
mean, at
members
this
of the
point,
party.
Arden's probably back in full armor already.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say as soon as everyone arrived, I would like to say that yeah, we need to prepare to move on. Like that was all nice and fun, but we have a long journey ahead of us. As far as I heard, because well, there were some servants around, and they told. It didn't told me, but I heard that Kren apparently already is up and running. I don't know, maybe.
Kren.
Something like that. Yeah,
that sounds about right. He tends to wake up very early. I'm glad I didn't sleep in a room with him.
But he wouldn't have left. He certainly would have come up here. If not for us, for food, perchance.
Well, maybe he's going outside. He eats bugs. What do you mean? He won't look in the house for food.
I'm going to
He
go
was
look
like
for him
that
in his
as well.
room.
He has
Okay.
better places to
I'm
look.
really skittish. Like,
Right.
noticeably really skittish. And just, I'm gonna go look for him in his room.
Right, so
I'm gonna
Arden,
see.
you tear off, and as Arden tears off, you go under the archway, coming down the stairs. The two individuals, Jeremiah Dusard, Count Dusard, and Theodore
His name is
Boudreaux. Jeremiah Dusard.
Jeremiah to star right there.
And Theodore Boudreaux begin their descent down the staircase, also rubbing their eyes. Oh, I believe I had too much to drink last night. We had quite a bit of fun. And Theodore's like, I will say, even for me, that was quite a bit. But it was quite a good time. Dusard, you do know how to throw a good party. And even the Quinn knows how to pick out some guests. He looks at them as they're walking downstairs. Ah, speaking of guests, where is Mr. Astor?
Who?
Me?
Oh.
I mean, is
Oh,
Arden
he
out of the
just-
door at this point? Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah,
"I'm
Arden, you left. It, like literally, like it was like
Shut.
it's like a musical chairs kind of thing. You left, and then like coming down the stairs as you went through the archway into the dining room to go through the doors into the servants' quarters. Coming down the stairs were the other two.
Okay.
tables.
He is
I'm-
just looking for a friend of ours who has been causing some trouble, it
Well,
seems.
speaking of friends of ours, where is Mr. Vila Quinn?
Oh, I figured you would know. His room is empty though.
Is
I
empty.
assumed he already.
Well, that
was
is
here.
peculiar. We were supposed to have brunch before he left. And then
brunch with some breakfast mimosas.
Theodore's like, well, I suppose we're gonna have to have our brunch without him. Speaking of the rest of the group, he comes downstairs. Not only Mr. Astor, but where's the little one, Mr.
That is
Koblaster?
that is the one he's going to go fetch right now.
Ah, well, maybe he'll meet us down at the maybe meeting us at the table. Not to be rude to your friend, but he does seem quite like the wild one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's outside causing
absolutely.
hey man somewhere.
Did you just imply Kren got rabies?
Dang. Probably.
June isn't here. We can drag this lizard through the mud.
We can get him up to date on his
already-
shots.
It's
He can be
up to date on his shots.
We're gonna de-flea him to
Does he have his,
delicious.
does he have his rabies shots?
We need to make sure he's dewormed and everything. Like we'll figure it out. Run that shit through him. It's fine.
Oh
So-
my god.
The rest of
We
you.
just hide his pills inside like a bug. Here.
Ooh, there comes the
Oh
little
my god.
Ew.
My lord. Anyway, so they walk into the.
I can't help you, Velvet. It's too late. Okay. Moving on.
Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. I want to make sure to spell this correctly. There we go. That's not how you spell that. That's okay. We're just gonna just type that. That's okay. Anyway, so the rest of the group makes their way into the dining room, along with the two other nobles. And Ardent, you make your way over to Kren's room in the servants' quarters. Now, it takes some time because you have to kind of ask around a little bit as the servants are bustling in and out. There's about 4 servants in the home here, and they're bustling in and out.
Just grabs one by the arm and goes, "Excuse me."
Excuse me?
Yes, I don't mean to disrupt you for long. I'm simply looking for a friend of mine, the little red lizard man. In which room
I'm
did he
quite
stay?
busy. I gotta...
I do not care.
Alright,
Where's the lizard room?
the lizard man. Okay, the little one was in the room very end of the hall here to the left.
Why, thank you. Have a good day. He just kind of lets go.
She just like moves off, and as you walk to the room, the end of the hall to the left, roll for me an investigation check. Or
Okay, I'll have a
perception
sip first.
check. Have yourself a sip.
From a fucking massive pot of coffee. Investigation, correct?
Yes. Okay, so with your investigation check,
Unusually tidy.
It's
It-
really clean.
it is pretty
Doesn't
clean.
smell like kobold.
It is pretty clean. It does
clean.
reek of kobold. It
Yeah.
does reek of kobold. As you're searching around, you look in. The door is already open. And as you look,
Can
you
I
look-
say particularly what I'm looking for?
Sure. What are you looking for?
His holy
Friend-
book and his holy symbol.
His holy book and his holy symbol. You're looking around throughout the bed and everything. Looking around, you do not find. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna roll to see how good of a job they did.
Just roll low. Just fail.
Okay. Everything doesn't
me-
nothing seems to be amiss until you look under the bed. And you do notice, tucked way in the back, there is a red dragon scale with a bunch of drawings and markings on it.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna very carefully pick it up. Does it feel like it would be Kren's holy symbol, considering he's been exposed to Kren's
Yes.
holy energies before?
He
Okay.
has had this in hand every single time he has made any miracles work. So
Okay.
this is his holy symbol, a red dragon scale. It's about this big.
Oh, that's pretty large, man.
It's a-
Well,
it's a-
dragons
it's a-
are pretty
it's-
large.
Roll a history check or intelligence check real quick. I wanna see if you can tell the age.
An
of the
intelligence
dragon.
or history?
Or
Can I
history.
pick?
Yes, it'll give you
Okay,
different
then I'm gonna
information.
do the bonus. Boop.
You can't tell
Yay!
you can't
Dragons
tell
are so small.
you can't tell the age of the dragon from this, but it had to have been huge. You know that at
Mhm.
least by that much. But it was a pretty sizable dragon. Anyway, that's aside. As you're looking at this dragon scale, God, please, get out of here.
Just little loot sounds.
as you're looking at the scale, it has a whole bunch of drawings and markings and stuff on it, with a lot of religious, like childish looking but religious symbology on it. So this is a very important object. You don't think it's highly likely that Kren would leave this behind.
Mm.
And as you continue to look underneath the bed, you also see a couple like scraps of food. Yeah, some scraps
Some
of food.
Panera breadsticks that he wrapped in a little napkin and stole.
There's also a couple links from his armor sitting underneath there. You know because you tried polishing it, so you for sure know that these are for sure links and items from Kren's armor. And turning around and looking at the door, you walk over, and the door handle's a little bit looser than it was before, as if somebody had messed with it to get inside.
Okay, so that's all that I find of him, or is
That
there like
is-
anything?
That is all you find evidence-wise of Kren
Yeah.
Koblaster being in
Okay.
this room.
Okay. Because if he took everything but his holy symbol, that's bullshit. That's never gonna happen. Yeah, Arden's taking the scale, throwing the door open. If he breaks it, that's fine. He's not having a good time. Storms down the hallway, just pushes past people, no reasoning,
No
no
regard.
politeness. And then he kicks the door to the dining hall open.
Okay, the rest of the party.
Scale.
The rest of the party, you are enjoying effectively mimosas and some orange
Just a little bit of
juice.
gentle Schubert song playing in the back.
Leori Theodore is asking. So I apologize, but I never really got to ask what are your hobbies or your professions? What things do you like to do, Mr. Arden? I apologize.
Does he even have hobbies? Arden, come in now. I can't pull this out
Yeah,
of my ass.
you're sitting there thinking like, oh, oh shit, do I have hobbies? Right when the real Art Montgomery kicks down the door, opening. A servant was on their way to the double doors with a platter as you kick the door open, and the platter gets knocked out of the hands of the servant.
Yeah, Arden's looking very, very fiendish, very upset. Like full on glowing eyes, holding out the scale towards Count Desart and going, "Where is he?"
Just like, Mister, hold on there. Sir Astor, I do not know what you speak of, as he's backing up, like reaching for something, but he's realizing he doesn't have any weaponry on him because it's the morning.
Man, there's Arden in full armor with his greatsword ready to draw. He's...
Alright, so Sayuri is going to rush over to Arden. Or Astor.
What does she do?
I quickly, like, get up to you and, like, stand on my tippy toes. What's going on? What's wrong?
A servant is indeed,
on your feet.
as Chicheater has pointed out, the servant is picking up chicken in the background because you've knocked out a whole platter full of chicken.
I feel really bad for him, but that's okay.
Just doesn't.
I just turns to Sayuri because she is sort of the settling presence right now, and he just turns to her and he goes, "Everything is gone. Everything Kren had on him is gone except for the scale. He would never, ever voluntarily leave the scale behind. The door has been fucked with. What did you do to him?"
Theodore's just gonna stand up. Are you insinuating that your friend is missing?
Yes.
Like, missing how missing? Like, ran away missing,
Missing.
or...
Missing, kidnapped, missing, taken. This is his
Taken
holy
missing.
symbol. He would never go without it.
Dusar stands up. I feel like there's a rational explanation for all this. Maybe he's with Vila Quinn out for an outing. He might have gotten up. They might have conversed or something. You know, maybe we're jumping to conclusions here.
Arden's just gonna grab his own holy symbol and for a moment just let his, what's it called, divine sense flash up, which does come with very significant changes to his appearance, and goes,
course.
"This is what it does to me. Why would he leave it behind?"
Then Count aside. Theodore's going, all right, I understand that this could have happened, but we need to be calm and level-headed here and figure out what happened and where they took him, right? So if that's the case, let's be reasonable about this. All right, so Vila Quinn ain't anywhere to be found, right?
He's gone.
He is gone. Yes.
All right.
I would like to turn to them and just ask, how well do you know your friend?
I'm a guest of Mr. Desard here. I don't know Vila Quinn before today. Desard, well, he has been a friend of mine for some time. He was around when I was coming up. He was a friend of my father's. He's been a family friend for quite some time.
Do you think he would be able to do something like this?
I don't think so. As he's sitting there, like, thinking, maybe it's a misunderstanding. I don't understand how he could do something
Sayuri's
like
gonna
this.
put a hand on his shoulder and say, "Do you think you know where he could have gone?"
Where Mr. Vila Quinn could have gone? I mean, there's many locations he could have gone, absconded to. But I really don't believe that this is a big of a deal that we're making.
He did seem like a very sore loser.
What about
Can I
his
roll an insight
companion?
check?
Sorry,
Or
what
do
was
I
that?
not understand him at all?
So Dusard is speaking in Common. He's not speaking in Elvish at all. So you can't understand anything Dusard
So I
is
can't do
saying.
anything. I can't help, guys. Sorry. I'm just
it's
eating my
okay.
toast, really confused. Because
She's like,
everybody's
"Why is
shouting.
Daddy yelling at the fancy men?"
But
Just drinking my juice and like eating my toast, just super confused. I'm like, okay, I'll find out later, I guess.
Me and my epi juice.
So Mr. Bedrell is gonna stand up. Okay, well, what we can do is we can send out a couple scouting parties for Mr. Vila Quinn. He is a bit of a character, and we can figure out within an hour whether he's in town. And if he's not, then we can start figuring out how to track him down. You are all right. He might be. Decide you're correct. He could be just hanging out with him out on maybe another hunting trip or something. But regardless, it's quite reckless. We want to make sure that they're not alone. So we're putting aside whether or not he kidnapped him, which is a pretty, I will admit, serious accusation to be making, especially to the count of a county. And why would he kidnap a lizard? But it seems like he's not trying to insult him, but he's just trying to keep things calm overall. So this is now a political incident. So he's trying to keep this calm. We will send a search.
If this is a political incident, we're gonna have to seriously make up the Montgomery house.
So we will find out where if they're in town. Maybe they're shopping or something in town. There are some bakeries that are open, and they seem to be. Vila Quinn did seem to have a serious connection or affinity towards Kren, so maybe he's just treating them out. But we will make sure that they're at least not in town. Dusad, can you send out? Dusad, I have no connections yet. Can you send out some people? Dusad's like, I can do so. Thank you. Yes. If you give me a moment, he goes. He's like, help! Excuse me. He just walks. He walks through the double doors, just snapping his fingers. And a couple moments later, a bunch of oh my god, the fucking emojis, dude.
Bro, help.
A bunch of like all four of the servants you see stop doing any of the cooking stuff and in their garb like run out into the town to go search for Kren Koblaster and Vila Quinn.
I'm just gonna very carefully wrap up the scale and like store it very, very safely.
Theodore is like, is everybody? And do you think Kren's a capable individual? Yes, you can trust him to handle himself, Mr. Astor.
Me? Trust Kren to handle himself?
He seems quite capable.
He is, but he left us. I don't know how to like, Arden was really aggressive towards the camp, but when he's talking to Theodore, he's just immediately from top to bottom, just really down low immediately, and just goes, I apologize for bursting in like this. He's
just
just
a friend
like
of
me.
yours. I understand. You know, it's just I would do the same thing for my friends if they were missing. So, but we'll figure it out. If he's around somewhere, we'll find him, and I will very sure. Vila Quinn was a sole loser, so I don't know him very well, but he is the count of a county, so we want to make sure that we give the respect he's due for that.
I am not concerned that Vila Quinn is a dangerous individual. I do not find him particularly capable at on first contact,
no, I
but
don't think so either.
The people he had employed, however, seem to be significantly more capable than him. I do not want to imply a nobleman would steal a friend of ours, and especially someone that my young master, Mr. Montgomery, would value to such extents.
Of course.
However, he did seem very enamored with Kren, and he did seem extremely upset upon not getting his hands on him.
I will admit there was some, I will say for lack of a better word, butthurtedness about the fact that he did not win the wager between the two of you, but between your master and him. But I will say that kidnapping is pretty big leap, pretty big next step. Feel like, you know, there's a couple other negotiating tactics he probably could have pulled out, but I mean, people do.
And he was also drunk.
Yeah, how about your point, Mr. Montgomery? I'm from my hometown. Many a man, woman, and all otherwise smart, sober would be not quite so intelligent otherwise in the decision making under the influence. So, not necessarily.
What about his companion? What do we know about him? Do you know him? Maybe even
August? I don't know anything about August. I chatted with him a little bit, but he seems a little bit I've known people like him in Rochante, and we tend to steer clear of individuals like him. He's from I don't know if you know this group, but he's from a group called Crossbone Company. Pretty high intensity mercenary guild, up and coming, pretty popular with a lot of nobility and otherwise for their cheap price. But pretty messy and not very scrupulous about who joins, so I try to stay clear of them myself.
Do you think they could be interested in a kobold or maybe even a noble taking him somewhere?
I mean, I think that might be possible. They're very unscrupulous individuals, but I don't know if Vila Quinn would let that happen. And if that's the case, then Vila Quinn was likely in danger. You know. Crossbone Company is kind of like lassoing. It's kind of like hiring an alligator. Like, yeah, it'll do the job, but you never know when it'll come back and bite you. So you gotta be real careful.
Well, but a mercenary guild wouldn't busy themselves with, and without wanting to diminish Kren here, a simple kobold. He has nothing about him. I understand kidnapping a noble for money or prestige, but a kobold? Why would they go out of their way?
Well,
and
the good news, at least, is Crossbone Company is still at least licensed under the crown, so they wouldn't necessarily kidnap a noble, because that would make them very, very illegal, as you might imagine. Kidnapping a noble, incredibly illegal. Would not go over well in the courts if it was proven that they had kidnapped a noble. So not good, no bueno, so to speak.
I was kidnapped. I'm just kidding. He doesn't say that.
I was kidnapped.
Like, do I get money back for that?
I did that.
I was kidnapped.
You file a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, against my own
This sounds
kidnappers. Like,
familiar.
Yeah.
what the fuck, man? Like, that's against the law. I'm a noble.
It is against law.
Okay, so...
Are you googling that?
What?
No, I'm sending something to my wife. Is it illegal to kidnap noble in D&D 5e?
But like in the real world, like this is like, could I just get the Prince of Monaco? Like, could I
technically go and ask King Charles to come, live with me involuntarily?
Involuntarily.
That'd be a really funny question to find on a forum. Jeremy Crawford, is it possible to kidnap a kobold?
And
Jeremy Crawford's like, what kind of question is this?
Can I get away with kidnapping a obviously sentient and intelligent kobold that is capable of speech? Like, where is the limit between animal
What is the
kobold and
legality?
humanoid kobold?
What are the ethics and legalities in D&D 5e? I will be posting this to Twitter.
I would love for him to just roll with it and be like, well, I mean, if you want to get technical, yes, it's possible, but due to the bylaws of whatever setting you're doing.
This is a homebrew campaign. Actually, you can just say fuck it and decide,
Oh my god. Anyway, so
legalities aside.
So Theodore wraps up those points. So basically, I mean, to answer your question, I mean, I don't know them very well. I don't know August very well, but I know enough about the company to know that they are definitely of a more dangerous kind.
Is there any further information you know about this company? Nearby outpost, possibly.
Like I said, I don't work very much with Crossbone Company at all. Actually, my father's told me many times to avoid them, pretty much at all costs. If I need to hire anybody, avoid Crossbone Company. It's better to pay a higher price for someone like the Crimson Brigade or something rather than for the Crossbone Company. They're messy. And on top of that, I don't know much about this side of the mountain range, about this side of the Slate Fang range. I'm more on the west side, across the Slate Fangs on the Rochante side. You asked me any question about that side, I got you, but I don't know much about the Tridian side.
Well then, does anyone here know somebody who would know who to ask about the Crossbone Company?
I mean, Dusad knows about this area somewhat, but there are local hunters here that would be able to tell you quite a few things about the local area, and I'm sure they've had many run-ins with the Crossbone Company. This is a pretty common in-and-out spot. People hire mercenaries. Nobles especially hire a lot of mercenaries to come help them hunt because they're usually not the best at hunting. Training in their house and practical application are two different fields, so to speak. So a lot of mercenaries come through here is what I'm trying to say. So you could probably ask one of the hunter groups around here, or maybe someone at the bar will be able to tell you, I believe.
I turn to the rest of the group. It seems like we have a possible starting place.
I suppose. If nobody finds Kren when they've returned, we should... Well... Would it make much sense to ask about the Crossbone Company, or should we just see whether we can find any traces and any tracks of him?
That's true. We can search for tracks. We can probably ask the front gate if
Oh, true.
if they were told or they recognize anything unusual.
Okay.
Mm.
Well,
Shall we?
Right.
well, if you all will wait a moment, I'll be right back. And Theodore walks out of the room and like trots up the stairs. And as the party collects themselves, gets ready, dons their armors and equipments and such. I'm sure one of you would like to fill Spring in because Spring understood
Yeah.
zero of that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At a certain point, she would just look up at Lady as everybody's just kind of arguing, and Lady's staying very
Ow.
stoic and like kind of collecting, like taking everything in, and she just kind of looks up and she goes, "Where's Kren?" And everybody just hears the word Kren because she says it in common.
Yeah. Everyone's just going like, how
Oh
did we
my
tell the
child.
child?
Silent
Come
the
on, it's
entire
like
time.
telling your kid that you ran
child.
over the dog while kind of backwards going into the driveway. You're just like,
Listen.
over the driveway.
well, are you just gonna look at Lady like, do you say it? Do I say it? Whoever says it?
Oh my
Well-
god.
Well,
We are trying to figure out where exactly he is. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll find him.
yes.
sure we'll find
so
him.
this morning when I went to
Right.
look for Kren, I did not find him in his rooms, and we presume that he might be somewhere with Sir Vila Quinn. It's just not gonna mention the entire involuntary kidnapping part. It's just like he might be somewhere with Vila Quinn and his company. And we are trying to figure out where he is, as he has not left behind any sort of message for us. Considering he can't write, that would have been difficult, but yes.
I'll switch you guys back to the town map real quick.
Are the horsey drawings still on it? I hope they're
Horse.
still there.
Of course the horsey drawings are still on it. Why would they not be on it?
Oh my god.
There we go.
There they are!
There we go.
Do we need
Alright.
to say hi to Horace? Like, do we need to like feed him or something?
I mean, you
Like,
are
they look so-
you have Horse. He did pay for Horse already, so it's not like you have to wait for him to pay for Horse. So he didn't. Vila Quinn did not pay for your cart or anything. He did pay for
Mm-mm.
Horse, so you have Horse.
Is he
Okay.
still at the stable or is he with us?
Yeah. Like, do
Yeah,
I
just
have
outside.
to?
There's no
Just chilling?
stable. There's no stable in Dusar's manor. So
He's just chilling there, man.
yeah.
He doesn't have a garage? What the fuck kind of shit manner is that, huh?
There is like a noble stable just outside,
Yeah.
but like the area where
That's
they
a
can usually put
noble
their stuff,
stable.
like basically like for the south ward. But you can go collect your horse. So, what is the party's
I'm
course of
just
action?
thinking about. We just told them we were nobles, and they were like, "Yeah, that sounds reasonable. No
Yeah.
checks asked." And we're just like, "Yeah, sure."
Dude,
I
they
bet you're a
totally
noble.
they well, to be fair, like Liari does wear pretty noble-esque garb, so like it's not
No,
like
he's a noble
anyone
because
could.
I am a noble. Thank you. Thank you.
The thing
I
is,
look noble.
Liari is a noble, even though Liari was not using his actual noble name. He was using a fake noble name with no crest or proof. But these were like nobles not here on business. These were nobles here to lounge, to have a good time. And seeing a noble person in the South Ward, in an area where a lot of nobles are, like, just kind of took them at face value because sometimes rich people are idiots. So you can sometimes rich people are idiots.
Sometimes.
I don't know if you
Not
know.
always.
I don't know if you know the many scam artists that have been able to pretend to be nobles based off of word of mouth. And
Yeah,
then
it's
for so
crazy.
long.
It's crazy.
Yeah, true.
It's crazy.
People-
That one lady
who-
that went to New York pretending she was like a Russian
Mhm.
heiress or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So if she can go
yeah.
that far, you can pretend to be a noble for a night. like
Fair
you used to in
enough.
the parts.
Fair enough.
Then you came with an entourage. It was pretty easy, just like to pretend you were for them to think. Oh,
And
yeah,
with
of
a
course
really
it's-
rare pet too.
Yeah, and there's no way there's like 6 Nigerian princes. That's that's way
there-
too many
there's
Nigerian
There's
princes.
too many Nigerian princes. Anyway.
Oh my god.
you
Do
had
not redeem the card!
do not redeem the card. Okay.
Yes, I'm redeeming the card.
God.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
do we want to go check up on Horse or do we want to ask around town? I feel like one of these should be the priority.
We can take him along like on a walk. He needs to like see things. We can just take him
Oh,
along,
So-
right?
Before you guys leave, as you're all ready at the front of the door, you hear heavier steps coming down the stairs as Mr. Theodore Boudreaux is no longer wearing his morning robes, but a elven clothes with like a wrap, more practical. He's in leather armor with a bow,
Oh no.
with a bow at his back with a quiver. He's settling up his own like pouches and stuff. It looks like he's coming equipped with adventuring gear.
Snow, please.
Excellent.
Go home.
Perfect.
Leave.
Thanks for waiting. I appreciate it. I hope you don't mind me joining you on this bit of a journey. I feel partially responsible for your little friend there. And, I wanna
Not
make
at
sure
all.
that
It'll
he
be
gets-
great. It'll be great to have you along.
Arden is just.
He's just standing there like, please go away.
His hair.
Spring just looks up at him all dressed up, and her eyes just start to sparkle. And she's like,
He realized.
in Elvish, she goes, "You're coming with us?"
Oh, he was like, oh, my apologies. I forgot that I'm supposed to be speaking Elvish for the little one. Yeah. I will be coming along with you. I feel responsible for this, and I will not take no for an answer. So.
Yay! And she like spins in a circle in joy.
All the
Oh,
pain
hold on.
in
You're
my heart.
gonna make me dizzy as he's standing there. He has like it's a little bit more practical than most other nobles would have. It's still very well made. It still has a lot of embellishments on it. Studded leather armor. It also does look like it has somewhat of an enchantment on it, as it has like a shimmering kind of glow in the right light. So it looks like he's well prepared, but like he has like a marksman glove. He seems to be very of the marksman kind.
So can I tell whether he's capable or whether he's just wearing fancy stuff?
Roll an investigation check.
Hi. 1. He's really dumb, actually.
You are having a hard time determining. You're kind of having like horse blinders on because you're more worried about the fact he's just coming at all. And he
Yeah,
could
fair.
be in any way, shape, or form in danger. So you immediately go into like, oh, he's definitely not prepared mode. Oh, he cannot possibly handle this. Just not based off of any
You're
actual
curfew at
evidence.
6 p.m., young man.
There's no actual evidence. This is just all like parent like stress, essentially. Just like, oh my god.
This girl is not good enough for my son.
But
You now have 2 children to look after. Have fun.
he does look
Right?
at
Like that super overprotective dad mode.
he does look at you, your face of concern. He's like, I was both trained in the scholarly sense and practical sense. I've done a lot of hunting over in Rochante, and I've saved a couple of my friends from time to time, including Villa Quinn, as I would point out to you. And he gets everything ready. He adjusts his marksman glove and everything. So, where are we going first?
Do we want to split the party or travel as a pack? Because it's not like we're it's not like we're expecting a fight.
I'm the alpha. I'm the leader. I'm the one to do this. I mean, we're just looking for tracks and asking around, so right now it wouldn't be necessary for us to like be in full
Battle
strength.
mode.
Yeah. I don't think
Okay.
we're gonna die in town. I think
Yeah,
if we
I
just
don't think so.
yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like it would be more efficient, right?
All right.
True,
This
true.
is kind of me talking out of character.
Of course.
Like, it would
Yeah,
make
of course.
more sense. Okay,
And I
so...
think each noble should go with one group, so we always have the "I am a noble" actually card.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
That's a really good idea.
Okay.
So you're I'm going with you.
Of course you are. Who the fuck else would you be going with?
Oh,
My
okay.
wife. My wife. I
All right.
think
So go
I
ahead.
guess
Go ahead.
Arden would have to go with them since he is Leori's bodyguard.
That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So that means Theodore is going with
You're
Lady
leaving-
and Spring.
Oh, that's so cute. He's
You're
playing
leaving-
with Spring.
You're leaving the 2 kids with Bob.
Yeah. I love how we say kids. Theodore is a grown fucking man.
He's okay. Well, to be fair,
And no one has
he
an
is
idea how old I am.
he is an elf, so
True.
he's a very young elf. He's like 35 or something like that.
But
maybe,
he is physically
maybe
mature,
40.
and that counts.
He's maybe 40, so he's barely like an elven adult at this point. It's like
Out
the
of
equivalent.
elven puberty.
He's
Don't
like
pull
an
the minor
elven.
code on me.
He's
Don't
like an
pull the minor
he's like an
code.
elven. He's like an elven 19-year-old. Like he's barely
Oh,
like
no.
he's like barely.
It's
he's
okay.
Barely.
Lady can do it, right?
Ladies
Lady-
got this.
Well, he's a
We love you,
baby, basically. I'm
Lady just looks at him and
250.
immediately goes, babified. You are tiny. There you go. No, that's perfect.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
so
No, don't let go of your sister's hand. You take her where you go.
Give me your arm. I'm going to write my phone number on it so that if you get lost, just tell someone to call me.
Okay,
Marsh, bitte?
Which group are we going with first?
so
Yeah.
the party splits in twain. Who is going to the horse and who's going to investigate the town?
Take a guess.
I got
Yeah, of course, Liari is going to go to the horse. Okay, so we'll start with the horse to get this out of the way. So,
Thank you.
Wow.
Liari.
I mean, we can
Yes.
still ask around at the horse.
Of course,
right?
yes. So Liari, Astor,
Kren went to the horse.
Liari, Ardens, and Sairi are going to be going to the horse stables where the horses are drawn. And as you do, the stable hand is getting your horse ready.
Nice.
Like the stable hand is excited to get this horse out of here.
And they're
So-
like, yeah! They're throwing a little goodbye party too.
As you walk up to this massive war horse, musculature, and in his full. You see the horse is looking like he's also drowsy, like he got woken up sometime during the night to perform a contest of
Betting.
sorts.
Yeah.
And he wakes up looking like Spirit, like he does. Massive creature. As you walk up to this horse, he's ready. The stable hand. Oh, there you are. Welcome. Welcome back. You guys had quite a night last night. You very drunk. One of you did vomit on the field, but that's okay. It's fine.
Who did that?
Take a guess. Vila
Oh,
fucking
right.
Quinn. Obviously.
Yeah, that's right. He was very wasted.
He was wasted and got crushed by a horse.
Yeah. It's probably just like one of those yogurt packages, like. "Eh."
Oh yeah, just
Yeah.
squeeze that shit right out of him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I see you have the horse ready. That is very nice of you.
yeah. Were you still wanting to buy the cart and supplies for the horse? He only bought the horse. He didn't buy like anything else to go with the horse.
How much was that again?
Oh well, the cart will be about 30 gold with all the supplies and everything along with it.
Yeah, we do want it. Yeah.
You want it. Your horse, your responsibility,
It's
your
okay.
wallet.
It's not just
okay.
I want to point out, it's not just a farm. I understand it's a little bit on the pricey side, but it's not a farm handling cart. This is a full-on travel cart with extra wheels and tools to fix it, along with some supplies for the
Ooh.
horse to eat and all that jazz. You'll have about a month's supply of food along with it for the horse, so it'll be.
Oh,
it'll be
That's wonderful.
Stunning. Okay, cool. Yeah. How much was it?
30 gold. 30 gold.
Sacriato.
Wow. What's 208 minus 30?
178.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
That was
208.
178.
See.
Cool.
Comes with a tire
Y'all are-
permanent. 888 24/7 service too.
Yes.
So you look, and it's a nice.
Aliazzi premium.
It is a nice, well-made cart with metal reinforcing on the actual cart, and then the wheels are well-made as well. They also have some metal reinforcing around it. Pretty crude for
Does
the
it have
metal
a
part.
plane
But
to like pull over the back?
a plane?
Yeah,
what the fuck are they?
like
a
a
sheet?
Oh, sheet.
Is it a cabrio?
Yeah,
Or is it
help me.
closed?
Yeah.
Language
So,
barrier, motherfucker.
so there is a cover, and it does have something to like drape over the top of it. It has like an arched cover, kind of like one of those carriages you see going out west to the Oregon Trail. You have like a big arched cover with a canvas, and there is a cover on the back that is actually, it's not made of wood. The cover isn't made of wood. It's made of canvas with.
Are we gonna
wood.
fit in there? Like, would we all fit in it?
I would say
Probably not.
4 people could probably fit in the back while it's being ridden, and 2 people.
Yeah,
would
and
just be
horse has
sitting
to
up front.
pull us too.
Yes,
So
the horse
does
is
have to pull you.
massive.
Horse can pull you, but he cannot move faster than normal speed. If you make him move,
Yeah.
if you make him move faster than like the 24 miles per day average daily speed, then he's going to risk
Die?
exhaustion. No, risk
Yeah.
exhaustion. Just
Okay.
risk exhaustion.
Okay.
He's gonna die.
Like, I'm terrified. You know
The
how easy
license
horses
plates.
die?
What does the license plate say?
Them.
Do you want
It's one of those fancy ones
do
from
you
the
want
US
this
that's like-
fantasy world to have license plates on it to
Yes.
have
Yes.
licenses and certifications? Okay, what would you
What
like the
does that
license?
mean?
First
would
of
you
all, I
like-
want the license plate. Like you in the US, you have those fancy designed license plates per state. That's like, welcome to Montana. I want
There-
something like that.
Okay, so there is an identification plate on the back. He does ask, what do you want to be written on the identification plate for your group?
literally just horse, but like with a W, so it looks like whore. But that's his name, so like we might as well. If you didn't know that,
Are
that
you
was his
naming
name,
him
probably
Horse?
change
Is that
his
the
name.
official name you were naming this horse? Is
Yeah,
it Horse?
probably change his name.
It's horse with a W. It's wait, I'll
Horse.
type it in chat so you guys know what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
of course.
I think I got it.
But
Oh
is
my
that what
God,
you want
help.
the group label to be named on the back for the identification of this cart in case it gets stolen?
Horse Montgomery, please.
No,
Horse Montgomery?
horse. It has to be horse. That's what it is. This is
Horse Montgomery? Is that the name we're going with? Horse Montgomery?
Nope, minus the Montgomery.
So
Minus-
horse. You just want horse on the back of the label plate of this thing.
Yes,
Okay. Is that your group name or like
that's his name. He doesn't know
that's
yet.
his name?
He won't know.
That's
he
the
wont
horse's
know.
name.
He
Okay.
won't know.
Okay, but is that
Nobody
what you
needs
want the
to
cart to be
know.
identified? I can include a name tag that'll just go around the horse's neck with his name on it if that's what you want.
No, I want this on the cart, please.
Okay, all right, gotcha. So he's just gonna paint. He's gonna paint with like nice cursive, WHORSE, horse. There you go. Congrats. With an underline.
This is listen. Liari has never gotten like the chance to be funny, haha, as a teenager.
This is
This is
great.
his moment. This is his
Horse.
funny, haha
Yeah, he has
moment.
the humor of a 12-year-old.
He would put a 69 in the back too. He's like horse 69.
See, I told you. I put it in the chat. I know.
Oh,
Okay,
you
do
did?
Do you want a
Yeah.
60? Why is there 69 on the front of it? Do you want a 69 at the end of it? Why?
No, it's
No, paint it on the side like it's a race car.
yes.
Okay, I can do that. As he walks over to the side, and he just like he's like,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly. The horse went for war horse.
whatever the noble
This
wants. He's gonna do
horse
whatever you
stable
want.
horse.
You're noble paying him to do this, so he's gonna do whatever he wants. So walk over to the side of this nice, beautiful, like medium dark stained wood that's like well
oaken,
treated,
wooden,
Take-
beautiful,
take-
polished metal.
Do you want that to be white paint or like
Yes,
white
white
paint.
paint.
Yeah.
white paint?
would be better.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right, white paint it is. I can.
So
do
it's
that.
nice and visible. This is just my age. This is just my age.
So he takes the paintbrush and like with a big thick paint, he paints a 6 and a 9
On both sides, please.
on both sides. Of
Symmetrical.
course. Yes, he does it on both
No, on
sides.
the other side, it should be 420.
You
No.
want- Okay, so 69 is not on both sides of this beautiful, beautiful cart that you have bought for 30 gold.
This is literally
Gorgeous.
baby's first car kind of moment.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm very proud of it too.
He's
Yeah.
putting
I'm looking
bumper
at it
stickers
like-
on it too. Like honk if you think I have nice tits.
It's a wooden cart with metal reinforcing with a canvas top that is around a wooden frame with canvas flaps in the back that you can tie together with twine. So,
Very gorgeous. Very good. Nice.
But the
nice.
rubber testing. Zero.
Yeah, Zero is going hard today, and I don't know
Yeah.
why.
it goes to the back.
Breathe, bestie.
Oh my god. Okay, so the cart is
We paint the card. Are we done?
yes. Are you done? Is there anything else you wish to do with this cart and such? The supplies are put in. It can carry a little bit more. The problem is the horse's supplies are kind of taking up a lot of the load capacity of the cart. So if you start putting more stuff in the back, the horse will be able to carry. He just won't be able to carry you and all the supplies because
That's
you're gonna
okay,
start
yeah.
taking up too much room.
We
So
don't
I,
have a lot of supplies, do we? That we would
not that I
store
know
there.
of.
No, we're all just
potentially I
running
can
around
also
like
turn
Iron Man
into a
with like
warhorse.
50 kilograms of shit on us. So
So the
we're
horse.
fine.
The warhorse will be able to carry all
Transport
6 of you at right now. The cart can fit 4, and 2 can sit in the front of the cart to. There's like the bench in the front of the cart. to
That's
sit
such a
to.
strong horse. Can I
Yeah,
say good morning
right?
to him?
Considering
He's
that
supposed-
he can carry Lady and Arden too.
He is meant to carry full plate armor along with another full plated individual a long distance. So he can handle this. It's just like not too much more than this, and it would be better to get a second horse to help offload the stress of carrying you guys long distances.
No, Liari, we don't need 2 horses. 1 horse is enough.
No, I need a
Thank you.
charger.
Enter derpy horse.
Please no! The horse that we lost last time.
Do you want a second horse?
No,
They have more
So what are
horses.
the what are the options?
no.
What are the options?
no.
Okay, so there's
Do you know,
two.
like, when you hold on to
There's 2 normal horses. There are normal draft horses, and then there is 1 horse that they have. Like we do have 1 horse. He's a little on the lame side, so to speak. If you're looking for a discount horse, well, we'd be willing to get rid of him, but it's up to whether or not you'd be willing to have him. He kind of has a list to the left or right, depending on the day. Do you want me to bring out the options we got?
No.
Talk to that one. Go talk to that one. I need to hear the voice of this one in particular. Please, oh God, go talk to that one.
Your mic is muted, so I can't hear you.
Okay. Yes. How much is that one?
So he brings out all 3 horses. There's one chestnut horse that's all chestnut colored, purely chestnut. Very nice chestnut color with like a black mane. There's one that's white with brown spots. That's another just common draft horse. Those 2 are common priced draft horses with a price of. Let me bring up the.
This is gonna be expensive, and we're not going to get another bet out of Wheeler Quinn.
That's okay.
Where is?
Is it?
Yeah, I got one horse
I'm
for
going
free.
to choke the money out of this man. I am getting
my
my
God.
5. When we
There we
find
go,
him,
okay.
I will beat him up. I will sell him into human elf trafficking to get my money if that's what it takes.
Not to get Kren back, just to get the money.
Yeah, duh.
There we go. Okay, so for a normal draft horse, it's a little on the expensive side.
Yeah, of course.
So
Of course.
for a normal draft horse, it'll be about 80 gold. For what? For either of those
It's
would
less
be 80
than I
gold.
thought.
Would be 80 gold.
More than I thought.
Okay.
So the lame horse he brings out a horse. It is gray in color with a white mane, and as he brings it out, its eyes are kind of going in slightly 2 separate directions, just like kind of listed off. It's kind of like reverse cross-eyed as he brings it out, and as he's walking out, it does like this kind of like head motion every once in a while, just like a tick, and it's like he's listing to like the right, and he's like pulling it back, and then listening to the right, and he's pulling it back, and listening to the right, pulling it back. Finally brings it over to you, and she's kind of head tilted, looking at you as a standing in line. He has the horse, and as he's talking to you, this one is would be cheaper because he is on the lame side. Personally, I love him because as he's doing that, the horse like trying to like grab at his hair, just like reaching over with his mouth and like lipping his hair, just like.
You can't take this one. That guy actually likes him, so you know he's getting taken care of.
You can take this one, however, he is of. You can take this one, however, he's of age, and you know, as much as I like him, I can't hold on to him forever. So
I hope the horse is called Peepaw.
Well, how
He's
much
just
is
like-
he?
He would be 60 gold.
No, that's not that big
Okay.
a difference.
I do want to talk to him, so like I walk up to the derp horse.
course, yes, of
Courtesy
course
of
you do.
Mackenzie, she wants to hear
Yes,
the voice. And I ask, "Oh, and how are you today?"
It stares at you for a moment. It doesn't say anything back.
It can't talk.
It's just looking at you, confused.
Do you not know how to speak your own language?
Tickle it.
Maybe it's hard of hearing. Maybe it's hard of hearing. You should speak louder.
Jeff.
Do you not speak your own language?
You start loudly neighing at this horse.
And
You
the
hear-
other 2 horses understand
hear-
you, so they're just looking at you
Yeah,
like.
the other 2 look at each other and they look back. Frank doesn't talk much. You
Oh,
hear
he
from one of the
can't talk.
horses.
Suddenly, I have just a conversation with all the horses here. Oh, he doesn't talk.
Well, we tried, and every once in a while he does. But when he sees food, he does talk.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Can I grab for one of the whatever is in the cart, like the little, like a carrot or something?
Yeah, if you want. It's normal.
Absolutely.
It's normal feed, so it's bags of like feed. So it's not like
There's a
like.
carrot in there, Velvet.
Okay, so you grab a carrot.
One.
And you just hear
This is a
carrots.
single carrot. I'm wasting it on this horse. I mean, a single carrot.
You hear
I'm gonna wave it.
carrots,
Oh.
and he just like walks up. Carrot, carrot, carrot. As he's just like nomming up carrot, carrot, carrot.
Wow, this horse is so special. I love
Carrot,
him.
carrot, carrot, carrot.
but the farmhand likes him, so I would personally feel bad about taking that one. So I would take one of the other ones.
Not only
So
that,
that's
but
just
also
me.
it's the lame
Carrot
horse
man.
and the discount
Carrot
is
man,
only like
Carrot man, do you have more
20
carrot?
gold.
Carrot man, do you have more carrot?
Don't call me that. I don't
Carrot man.
actually. Unfortunately, I apologize, but I'm glad to see that you do speak.
Carrot.
He doesn't talk
Okay.
back. He's just like,
Carrot. This is carrot. Carrot is the only word. Wild. Okay. No, I don't think we're gonna get another horse because I think
Okay.
we need to keep our
and
finances together.
lady said that she could turn into a horse to take off the load for like a short moment.
I forgot.
Yeah, she can potentially turn into horse because she can assume any shape that she's seen before, which is a part of wild shaping. So she can turn
We have
into
two
a
horses.
replica of horse.
The
We
horse
have
is just
two
munching on
We
the sand.
have a free horse.
Yeah, free horse. Dang, that's labor right there. Unpaid
No,
labor.
The horse will the horse Frank quote unquote will walk up to you and just start trying to nibble in here. Carrot friend,
Oh,
you carrot friend.
don't do that.
No,
Don't do
no,
that. I
carrot
push his
friend.
head away.
No,
I don't fuck with that.
Can I try to pet it?
Yeah, Arden, you can walk up and try to pet it.
Yeah.
And the horse just like looks at you.
He's just going to reach over Liari's head and just kind of push the nose up a little bit while scratching it under its chin.
Oh,
Just a little bit like.
scratch
Yeah.
man.
He is enjoying it a lot.
That's a bonding moment. He's just scratching it like, yeah, I love horses. He is instantly horses, fantastic.
Yeah, Arden,
Just-
Arden, as you're scratching, the horse goes up and starts like gnawing on the head.
That's okay.
Just
I mean, his
starts
hand is very like callous that tastes like charcoal, but if the horse is into that,
tastes like hand.
it's like it. Just kind of looks at Liari and goes, "Is it saying something?"
Yes, it told you that your hand tastes like hand.
Oh, charming. Stunning,
Right.
really.
Well, if you're not gonna
Oh.
buy him, that's understandable. Don't worry, he's still gonna be around here. We're not gonna put him down or nothing. So he'll hang around. All right, come on, Frank. That's enough. He pulls Frank out. Bye, Carrot Man. as
Bye.
Frank is taken back into the stables. Well, then I believe our business is done. But if you need anything else horse related, come on by.
Okay, thank you very much.
Well,
I'm very
then, should
excited.
we?
I have
Chance.
horse.
Just a moment. I'm just gonna go after the stable and be like, excuse me, just one quick question. Did you perchance see our little kobold friend? Approximately this short, and he has to like lean down to show where Kren would be standing. Ruby Red, he was there yesterday with the noble Villaquin, the one who paid for our horse.
My memory is kind of fuzzy.
Right. Can I jog your memory?
I think that might be possible.
Punch him. Yeah, fucking beat
I
him the
know
fuck
that
up.
he.
Do we
I know
hear
that
this?
he's just like, you could pay me for it, and Arden just kind of leans down a little bit further. Do you want money to give me information that I
Roll.
could simply beat out of your stomach if
roll
I
an
please?
roll it.
I give
Go ahead.
Arden guidance.
Roll an intimidation
Please,
check. I thought you were gonna stop Arden. You just like, yeah, go
I
get
wanna
him. Go get him,
feel
bud.
this. I deserve this. Okay, I deserve good things.
You want to Mackenzie?
D4.
Yeah, I deserve good things. Come on, don't do me like that.
With a 12, he like leans in himself. I mean, that depends. You want me to scream for the guard, or?
It's just smiling a little bit, going, "Is this racially motivated?"
You
What?
want it to be?
Is
Do I
it?
hear this?
I mean, it's not right now, but it could be if you want it to be.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, Arden's not being particularly quiet about it.
Oh, excellent, exquisite. Oh, what is going on here then, huh?
Oh, the
let's
young
go.
man has
Guidance, bardic
considered calling
inspiration.
God on me.
Get him, Liari!
Yeah, just turning them- oh,
is this
young
your
master,
protection here,
please don't bother
Mr.
yourself.
Liari?
This foolish servant thought that he should call the guards on me because I simply asked a polite question.
Oh
I
yes,
don't quite
politely, but
understand.
intimidate.
Is that
Politely with
so?
gritted teeth, my friend.
And who would believe you? And who would believe you?
Excuse me. You're not the
would
first noble to
believe you?
come. You are not the first noble to come here
You
in
are
my
the only
face trying to
person,
intimidate
and
me.
we are 3 people. And if we count who says what, it is hearsay, yet with more voices on the other side. So if you would kindly answer the question that he asked you, I would
Roll-
greatly appreciate
Roll an
it.
intimidation check with advantage because
Uh-oh.
Ardent is helping you.
Yeah.
Intimidation.
You have guidance,
Minus
you have
1
bardic
charisma.
inspiration.
Yeah, you have guidance too. Come on. That's a really good start. I mean, you can roll again
what
to
is-
see whether it'll get better, but
Oh yeah, right. I have advantage.
yes,
Let me see. I love.
advantage. Yeah.
No.
Okay, now you can add
and
a
you have guidance
D4.
and bardic inspiration.
Jesus Christ, I could have needed that.
A D4 and a D6.
Yes.
A D4 and a D6. Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus
Ah.
Christ, this is just no being like, I'll show you, and
He
I'm
looks like-
towering behind
He looks
him,
like he's not intimidated by Arden, but he's intimidated by like the nobility. He's like, this is too sticky of a situation too early in the morning. Yes, I did see them early in the morning. I was up getting your horse ready, and I didn't see your kobold friend. I didn't see your small friend, but I did see them carrying a lot of stuff very hastily away from the south ward, going south that way. He points south out of town into the forest.
Why, thank you.
They loaded up
And
their cart.
because-
They loaded up their cart. They got the horses ready, and they tore off pretty quickly and quietly into the night, or into the early morning. That way, I would say, probably about, I would say 4 hours ago, maybe.
Did anything in that luggage look kobold-sized?
I mean, they had quite a few big bags of things. Wait, what do you mean kobold size? Is it? You think they took the
Well-
kobold?
Yes.
I don't
Who
want to know.
knows?
I don't want to know. That's the information. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Incriminating information.
He doesn't want to know.
Anything you say will be used against you. I don't know if it should be, but it will be used against
That's
you.
all I know. Now, please get out of my stables.
Absolutely. That
Naturally.
was not so hard, was it? Thank you so
Get
much
out
for your
of my
intel.
stables.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
All right. You leave, and he closes and locks the door behind you to the little stable house.
Well, I guess we certainly don't have a place for any of our horse needs anymore.
Nope. But we
That's
got really,
fine.
really good information.
Absolutely. I feel like we
Really
don't really need to look around in town anymore. I feel like if we
Well,
go get the rest
We're
of
gonna
the
go
just...
to the rest of the group now to
Yeah.
talk
Ta-da.
about what information they gather. So,
Meanwhile, we're gonna take horse back to the mansion, I suppose.
Yeah,
So-
I'm like all over horse. Just so you know, I am bonding with this horse.
Of course.
He doesn't want to bond with me. That's fine.
roll
We
an
will
animal
bond.
handling check just to see how well you were bonding with.
Oh no. Pray. Oh.
Pretty good. Pretty good. You were doing a good job. The conversing is helping. Your ability to speak horse or centaur, quote unquote, is helping with this. And you walk up. You're talking to horse. You're conversing with him. It's weird for the other two members of your party because you're just going.
With a slight accent below.
with a slight posh accent. So,
Please.
Theodore and the other two individuals, how do you want to handle this? Do you want to do a general check to see how well you find information, or are you wanting to roleplay the information gathering?
We're still at the mansion, aren't we?
Well, I'll say you're still at the mansion, but you could have just left the mansion to go towards the rest of Colkirk to figure out if there's any other information. But that's up to you guys if you want to just do a general check, or if you just want to wait around the mansion, or whatever you guys would like, whatever you like. Whatever you guys
I
like to do.
think I would like to check like around the mansion, maybe ask some servants if they saw someone leave, or
Of course.
like if they were living alone with someone, something like that.
Okay.
And
So there was a couple guards. There are guards all the time in the South Ward. Not always necessarily in the rest of Colkirk, but the South Ward has their own private guardship that they've hired. As you walk around, you do notice a guard. The guard notices you for sure. He sees you guys walking up, and he has sent a sword like lackadaisically as he's doing his patrol. Greetings. And he looks at, how may I assist?
hello, we would like you to ask. Do you probably know? I think his name is Villa Quinn, the man who lives in this mansion. Did you?
Oh yeah,
What?
the tall one, the one who was in
The
there
fruity
with-
one. The
Yeah,
one.
yes, I recognize Vila Quinn. Yes.
Did you by any chance see him leave early in the morning? Maybe with some company?
I don't know if I'm so go ahead and roll a persuasion check real quick.
We are not drinking today.
I'm not really comfortable with sharing the whereabouts of another noble to someone that I'm not entirely certain is of similar standing.
Oh, Teddy!
It's about that time that you are having some difficulties with the guard, and Theodore goes, excuse me, these are my esteemed guests, and if they do have questions, I believe it would be prudent to answer them. He looks at you, Mr. Boudreaux. My apologies, I did not see you behind the large one here. He points over towards Lady. So I apologize. So Teddy's like, I believe it's all right. You're just doing your job. I understand, but we do have some really pressing matters. We are looking for a friend of ours, and Vila Quinn had absconded in the night, and we are worried for his safety. So if you could enlighten us to any information that you might have seen, we would be very appreciative. Any it's gonna roll a persuasion check.
He's like, I don't feel comfortable sharing that information. I don't have it either.
I'm not the one that was walking around this morning. I didn't see Mr. Vila Quinn. However, I can point you to who has. The person that took the shift over. He's sleeping in his home right now, and he points to where it is in the south ward, the guard barracks. I can walk over with you, and I can gather him up. He'll be quite cranky, but we can do that. It was like, please, mind. So the remaining three of you walk over to the guard barracks.
Alvin,
Yes.
you lean a bit closer, please. Thank you.
The three of you walk over to the guard barracks.
Okay.
The three of you walk over to the guard barracks. Is this a good distance right here? Does this work for you? Good. All right. So the three of you walk over to the guard barracks, and as he walks in, just wait here. And he walks in, comes out with a guy in a normal tunic garb with like trousers and like slippers on. Effectively, he has like sandals on. Comes out with like hair all right, rubbing his like, yes. I'm sorry, sirs. Welcome. It's the guard barracks. How may I help you? He's like all tired looking. I hear you looking for Vila Quinn.
Wait, yes. He's and she looks at Theodore.
Oh wow,
a friend of ours.
Could you stand like 3 steps to the left for me? You say as you move over, the sun that's hitting his face is shaded. Yeah, thanks. All right, that's better. Yeah. Vila Quinn. Yeah. I saw him about 4 hours ago. A little over 4 hours ago, maybe. What time is it? 8 a.m. You woke me up. Sorry, my apologies. Yes, I saw him around I would say 3:30 a.m. in the morning. I was patrolling and I saw him from a distance, hurriedly leaving out the back door of the Dussard estate. He was carrying quite a few things. 2 individuals were with him, armed to the teeth, looked like some rowdy mercenary individuals. They were both dragging a bag behind them, it looked like, which they loaded into a cart pretty quickly. Vila Quinn stayed with the bag, and he was like petting it. It was really weird. He was like, petting the bag, and while the other 2 individuals, along with his servant, loading up the cart. And as they were on their way out of town, they met up with 2 other individuals looking like mercenaries at the gate, and they talked to the guard. They were a bit off. They went south. That's all I know.
So disgusting.
That's all we need to know. Thank you.
All right, great.
And
stay right there until I get into the barracks. But, ma'am, I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you find whatever it is you need to find out.
we wish you a wonderful rest. Please.
Cute kid, by the way. He just like goes into the barracks as he waves off. He looks at the other guard. Don't wake me up again. Just Theodore goes in. Thank you. Is there anything else you need from me before I continue my rounds? I need to get back to my area.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Alright, well,
Thank
well,
you.
good day, and good day, and he looks at the kid. Yeah, Spring. Good day, and he just like walks off kind of awkwardly.
Thank you. I say in common.
All right.
Alright.
I think we could meet up and then head to the south
Exit
gate.
of-
Yeah.
I hate to say it, and I apologize for doubting Mr. Astor's initial inclinations, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but it sounds like Vila Quinn stole your lizard. It feels like you've been kidnapped.
I just
sounds
imagine
like
him
it.
like at a sleepover stuffing someone's pet gecko into his pants pocket, being like, "What do you mean? That's my phone that's moving there."
Oh man, if he left 4 hours ago, he's gotten quite a head start. And, it sounds like he's at least with 4 individuals from a Crossbone company, which is concerning. Well, we better get going. We'll meet up with the rest of the. I'm assuming we're gonna meet up with the rest of your crew before we go. I will get my horse. I'll get my horse ready and my
Please don't come
equipment,
with us.
and then I'll meet you here. So I'll meet you here in about a couple minutes time, just maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right. So the rest of you meet up with the group, and Theodore tells the rest of the group like, if you wait here for about 5-10 minutes, I understand we're on a quick time frame. It seems like we're matching up stories here. Vila Quinn has indeed spirited away a spirit man. So we're gonna go ahead and figure out. I'll get my horse. You go ahead and let Dusar know what happened, so we can also get some guardage on us. I implore you, however, to keep this quiet. We still want to make sure this does not become a larger political matter. I'm sure we can reason away. We can reason with Vila Quinn and get your friend back. This is definitely an injustice, but we want to make sure that this is handled correctly because we don't want anybody getting in more trouble than necessary. So.
Nut job narcissist.
Understandably.
All right, so he heads off. He tears off in the direction running towards the stables, southward.
Arden's immediately gonna turn to Lady and just goes, "Is he intending to come with us?"
I think we already were meeting up, but yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
He seems to know his way around, and by all means, what I've seen of him, at least, he seems like a talkative guy who can manage himself pretty well.
Turns to look at Larry. Great company for the young one, of course.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the full.
Yeah, we met up
everyone's
again.
back at the manor now with your horse
okay.
and everything. He's going to go get his horse from the Southport stables.
I
Nice.
do hope he makes friends outside of the warhorse.
Out of character,
Mhm.
last Sari and Ardent, the real Ardent, spoke. And Sari was trying to comfort you. You didn't mention your explicit relationship with Teddy, right?
He never even mentioned that it was about Teddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Artist been keeping
I
this
think-
close to the chest.
yeah.
So.
It's very much close to chest, but I think Sayuri would be the one with who's most likely to have some kind of insight. So if you want to do an insight check to see whether he has any personal relations, you can. But I think the passing it would be pretty tough. You can try though. I'm okay with that if you want to roll against him.
Lady just thinks that Ardens is always like that,
Yeah.
always kind of
It's like-
tense and
Oh, he's just a
easily
British
to.
man. He needs
Very
his
emotional.
emotional.
I will give it a shot.
Alright, go ahead and roll insight check.
If the
Velvet
dice
would be okay if I gave away the information.
will it?
based on-
No.
No.
The
no
dice
information.
not will it.
Nope.
Arden,
Even with your bonuses,
can tell-
nope.
you can tell that Arden is more tense than usual, but I mean, it's kind of hard to determine if it's because he's around nobility and he's a tiefling, or he's just constantly in a noble area, or Kren's missing, so that could be
Maybe
kind
it's
of
got
There's a
bad.
lot of
Constipation,
stuff it
you
could
know?
be, yeah.
He could have a cold coming. Who knows? Yeah, he's just in a bad mood. I mean, he
He
does
didn't-
probably split off and have a little smoke. But
I mean, he
yeah.
didn't even get a chance to eat breakfast, so
Yeah, right? The poor man, he must just be hangry.
yeah,
That's normal. Maybe he'd like a granola bar or something.
maybe, yeah.
Dang, Kren was
Okay.
the one with all the rations. We're
Yeah, right?
fucking.
Oh
no, our
no!
rations
you're
are
Already
right.
had all the rashes.
We're okay.
All
We're
your
okay.
food.
Yeah.
I ate
We
rations.
already-
We got this. We got this.
We have Theodore now. Theodore can be our wallet, right?
Yes,
I
he's
have
gonna be a
good berries.
hunter.
You won't be hungry.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
she has big berries too. Oh,
We
thank
have
God.
berries. I mean, does Lady offer Arden some good berries?
Yeah, Cyrie's gonna
She
go.
sees that
to
he's kind of
Lady.
upset, but doesn't link it to anything else but maybe that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Cyrie and Lady are kind of
Yeah.
like talking like maybe he's just hungry.
So
Maybe
Anybody-
it's that time of month.
I want to say anybody who eats good berries, I want them to roll a 1d10 the first time you eat the good berry, because I want to see how much you like the good berry.
Oh, okay.
I like
Absolutely.
it.
Wait, haven't we eaten them the other day?
Arden's
Who is
just
that?
not picky. He's not a big plant eater, but he's not picky. Just goes, thank you.
Yeah, you're
I
not
love
really
them.
you're not really super into the berries, but like I mean, it's a good berry. It's for the sustenance.
Yeah.
Lady,
It's fucking food, bro.
Cy-
He's not
Sayuri-
interested in
Sayuri-
food.
oh, it's like a
Yeah.
cranberry. It's like a bitter kind of a bitter tangy. Lady, honestly, like your role, yeah, you're used to they're not your favorite to eat, but I mean, you know, it's sustenance. It's like good sustenance. So.
food is food.
Liari is
Food is
gobbling that shit down like a good bag of potato chips. He's just like, fuck yeah! That reminds me
like
of that scene in Lord
alcohol.
of the Rings where it's like, this is Lember's bread. 1/2 of it can keep a man nurtured for an entire week. And he's like, 1? I had 5.
Liari with a handful of good berries in hand. Oh.
Do the good berries taste familiar?
They would taste very familiar to you.
Interesting.
In fact,
So
as
yeah,
you,
as I'm eating the good berry, I'm just staring at Lady like,
As
like
you-
there's a look of familiarization on my face as I eat this berry. and
as
it's
you
probably-
as you
it's one of the
as
few
you
times
eat
that you
the
see it.
summoned goodberry, and as a lady casts the goodberry spell, a fake kind of bush grows out of the ground. It's like the moth leaves her skin for a moment, goes down, and plants itself into the ground, and then all of a sudden this kind of fey-like plant grows out, and the moth grows out of one of the blooms and comes back into her wrist, and the blooms grow into like these little good berries.
I wish that Spring had eyelids so she could do the lizard blink when she stares at people. That would be really fitting.
Spring, roll a
I can't
history
take
check.
that from
Symptoms.
Kren. Are you kidding me?
Spring,
Yeah.
I need
wish she had eyelids.
I need Spring to roll a history check real quick as you eat the goodberry.
Okie dokie. 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. So, eating the goodberry, you have a couple snippets of bushes and bushels of these good berries, and other horned individuals eating some of these good berries along with you picking them. But
Hmm.
that is it. Just a snippet. It's mostly the smell of like the fey dew, and it's like it stings, but
I'm like breaking off the leaves and just like sniffing them.
mhm.
I kind of look like Kren doing something weird, but the whole expression is just some form of familiarization.
Should we interrupt her, or is she in...
I think this is just what kids do. Sometimes they like to play in the dirt.
Oh yeah, that's correct. But she does
Wow,
not seem
she
like a-
is.
All right, you
she
hear the-
is
you hear the-
sniffing.
You hear the gallop
Yes.
of a horse. All right, I ran into Dusad and a couple of his.
Description of the horse.
Oh, description of the horse. Okay.
Do we have to roll a d10 on it?
It is a umbral black, like a purplish black furred horse with a silvery gray mane that starts gray and goes into like a lighter silver.
And
It's a beautiful horse with like hooves, like the fur of the hooves are also kind of like silverish to come up and then fade into this umbral dark color as he trots up. No armor on the horse, no armor on the horse or anything.
Gunnar, what are you doing? Are you?
But it has
yeah.
has a
No,
beautiful
Orange.
saddle. It looks like not a draft horse, but a solid, like mid, solid.
That's an Andalusian horse right there, is what you're
Oh.
trying to
It is
say.
a riding horse. It is a riding horse. So this
Yeah,
horse looks
Andalusian.
like it'll be faster than your normal draft horse as he rides
That's
it
what
up.
he thinks. With the power of friendship.
He rides up.
Hey, there's a second horse for the cart! Fantastic! Get off,
This is-
Teddy!
All right, my new friends. I'd like you to meet Bastille.
Pleasure. In Centaur.
Bastille, bow, and Bastille does like a bow while he's on top of him, and he comes back up.
Oh,
Good
so
boy,
well
go
mannered.
Bastille. He's been my friend for quite some time. So, anyway, we are to go find your friend. Yes, I ran into some of Dusard's servants. I'm sure they'll let him know what the situation is. But time is of the essence. We cannot wait for Dusard to come join us. He should remain here and kind of keep a lid on things, so to speak, in case they come back, at the very least.
I doubt they will, but I suppose.
All right, so where to first?
Well, I would like to go out south in the direction that the stable hand earlier pointed us.
Right, of course.
did- Just show down the road. I suppose we could go that way. Would anyone like to put anything on the cart before we get moving? Load anything off? Now that it's here, we might
Should
as well make
I
use
should
of
I
it.
scout ahead? It looks like I'm a little bit lighter-footed than the rest of you. I can scout ahead and see if I find
Let's go
anything.
for it.
Alright.
Do stay careful, young
All
lord.
right. Well, you just make sure to stay on the south road. This road going south. I'll make sure to find you. All right. Bastille, and he just like rears the horse back and like kicks in it, takes off kind of in like a more of a running sprint
Yes,
motion.
right.
to
He's
the
an
horse
English
before.
writer too. Mm-hmm. That's an English writer right there.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Horrible.
Did I roll a 5? I meant to roll an 8. I was just kidding. About
Yeah.
I see.
the roll.
no, he meant to roll a 2. This guy hates English writing.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Horrible.
That's okay. It's a good horse. It's not the horse's fault what the writer is doing.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
He's trained as a noble
Okay.
man, so that's what he does. Anyway,
Yeah.
tears off with Bastille into the forest ahead of you.
Okay,
So-
can you show us which the south road is that we're
Yes.
gonna
So
go
the
on?
south road
What's
is going to be this one right here.
yellow
leaving-
brick road. Let's
Leaving
go.
out of the south ward.
Okay, so through the 2 horses.
Between the
Okay.
horses, yeah.
All right.
All right.
You can see
Well,
the
let me
giant
take
you
you-
red
don't know
horse.
what's gonna sing travel songs for us. Heartbreaking.
Let me go ahead and put on something a bit more travel-y.
Oh, battle music. Roll for
Battle
battle
music.
Robert Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say. Let's keep going, fellas.
and having such a good time. Oodalali, oodalali, jolly, what a day.
Hey.
Actually, hold on. I have a song. I have a
I'm
song
with
that I
you.
was saying. It's not quite travel, but it is a.
It's one of the best Disney movies. It was fairies, but it was really good.
Which one was it?
Agreed.
It's a Robin Hood movie.
Robin Hood. with
Sorry,
the-
Robin Hood walked so that Nick Wilde could run. Y'all horny
Yep.
weirdos.
It's
Let me
true.
go ahead and get
It's true.
this
Oh,
situated.
but Marion from that movie, though, she was so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Tell everybody I'm on my way. Or, and I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500
more.
either. So
just-
bad.
We're just singing all the way down,
Yeah.
waiting for him to come back, and we're like, oh yeah,
We're just singing
not
some
singing.
sea shanties. Oh, this is fantastic.
All right. I need to fix the volume on this fucking song actually, but that's okay.
That's okay. I can just turn it up. Ooh, cute.
Okay, so forest. The map. There we go.
Oh, it's so pixely. Oh, there we go.
I love the blurry map. Oh wait, never mind.
Man, can you put the blur filter back on?
Yeah, it was way nicer. Like, I liked that so much more. Look how far we've gotten. Like, this campaign is like in a year we'll reach it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
in 1
fairly
year.
sure. Like,
Well,
on our 1 year
after this,
anniversary,
we
we'll
will
reach it.
We will abridge the rest of your journey after you get
Yeah.
Kren back in play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
they
You
have
do it.
traveled south of Kolkirk into the
And
woods.
so do we.
So I would like the party to roll an investigation, survival, or nature check. So whoever is in the lead, whoever's leading the search.
I'm all for Lady doing nature checks
Mm-hmm.
and survival checks. Can we let her roll with advantage if 2 people are sitting at the
Yes,
front?
absolutely. So you can assist each other in anything, unless there's something you would like to do.
Front.
If there's an action you would like to do to you have that you would like to do to try and figure out where they went, you can tell me and I can make a check for that.
Can we?
I mean, we want to
tracks
look
or
for
something like that?
tracks. Yeah, right?
Like cart tracks, something like
Yes,
that.
of course.
I
Okay.
feel like there would be a lot of them, though, right?
Yeah, probably. But some are fresher, some are less fresh, depending on the weather. Lady
I
will
hope
be
you
able
guys
to tell.
can. Oh yeah, lady, let's go.
She's
Let's
our
go.
druid. She's our nature lady. She got this.
All right.
There's
22.
no pressure.
22 is pretty good.
Nice.
So you're walking
Delicious.
along. We'll say what you're doing is you're walking along on the outside along with the cart because you need to get a little bit better feel of the ground. And as you do, you're noticing that there is a series of tracks that are fresh, along with 2 sets of horse tracks that are fresh. And as you go down and you grab the dirt and you pull it up, your understanding of nature and the earthen dirt, the dirt in the soil, you understand that there is very fresh tracks of 4 individuals, 2 horses, and a cart. It looked like the 4 individuals walked on the outside of the cart. They came this way around the time frame that was given to you by the other individuals, and they were going at doesn't look like a running pace. It looks like they were going at a normal walking pace, just from the stride of the steps that you're able to tell. So you're on the right track, and you notice that at some point it starts to veer off into the actual forest in another slight path as you continue on, as you follow it. So I'll say this takes about maybe 45 minutes of searching and tracking before you come to the branch where they tear off into the forest.
Wer fällt ein? Warum?
Okay.
Does Lady tell us
No.
about her? No.
Lady
I
doesn't
don't know.
Right on.
Lady lets us go in the wrong direction. She thinks we are funny, haha.
Actually, they
Teddy
went
back at
that
this
way.
point?
Oh, did you
Yeah,
find
he
some
joined
tracks?
us.
Yeah, is Teddy back?
No, he's
Theodore-
like the scout.
So Teddy has not come back yet. Let me see if Teddy knows where. Okay, Teddy has not returned yet.
Okay. Should we call him before he goes the wrong direction?
I will say, lady,
Um.
you know, as you were curious about where Teddy has gone, you do notice that there is another set of hoof prints from another horse, and it has also veered in that direction, gone towards where the cart might be.
Okay, so I'm telling the group that I found tracks that seem to match the description of the people we're searching for, and also that Teddy's horse and he lead in the same direction. So we should probably catch up.
Can we get horse to move any faster, or?
You can for at least the time being. He can
Oh,
move
is
a
he
little bit.
participating even? Like, is he hating this, or is he okay with it?
I mean, he's fine so far. Your animal handling check has kept him relatively calm. He's been enjoying not being caged up. So he doesn't really appreciate the cart being attached to him.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise. So you continue on at a faster pace. Continuing on, moving forward. I would like the party to make another survival check as you continue through pretty rough ground at this point, as you're getting more and more into deep forest.
Go, lady.
Lady, with advantage too.
You got this. I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in you too, guidance.
You want to try again in case you get even better scores?
We're out here.
Ha ha.
All right.
Hell
That's
yeah.
right.
Plus 1d4.
Yeah. Lady is just our little bloodhound. She's just like wild shaping her nose, just like that way.
So it seems to be getting
That's my
denser.
friend.
It seems to be getting denser and denser into the forest as you continue on. It looks like what they're trying to do is find an alternate route so they don't have to go through main towns or main cities. You don't know where specifically they're going, but it looks like they're going in an eastward direction. They might be trying to cross that little river at another point, so that they don't have to go through the main city there. And as you continue on, it looks like it's getting harder and harder and harder to take your cart through the forest. With your cart, with the size it is and the weight it is, it's going to be very difficult to continue on. And you notice that the tracks are getting pretty deep and also pretty difficult here, even for the other carts. So it looks like they had to slow down to continue through here, like you would have to if you kept bringing your cart.
Oh, I can't leave it.
We just bought it.
Literally. Unless, well, no. Can we like call Teddy back, get him in the right direction, and then send him off? Because he'd be way faster.
It looks like the horse tracks, the extra set, are also going in this direction ahead of you.
Oh, exquisite, exquisite. Okay.
Dang, I really hope that Teddy doesn't run into them at random and gets shot.
He's fine.
I think the more
okay.
Lady is like, oh yeah, Teddy went in their direction too, the more antsy Arden grows. It's just like, he did? Awful. I hate it.
Oh, good.
Great.
Well,
Yay.
Liari,
Yes.
you own a familiar, don't you?
Oh, and he's still here too,
Yes,
because
he
he
is.
didn't die yet.
He didn't die yet.
Oh.
We could try and send Teddy a message. Like, he could probably fly ahead and
He might
shout
not
out.
be in my range though. My range is only 100 feet.
But can your familiar
You can send the
fly
bird out
very
farther
high
than
up?
100 feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
really?
just,
and, like,
you, just,
cool.
you just can't see, or you just can't use the ability of a familiar farther out than 100 feet, but you can send
Gotcha.
it farther out to find something.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Does anyone have a pen and paper?
Of course.
Okay,
gonna-
cool.
Yeah, no, Arden has all the shit on him. Like, he's gonna go into his bag, he's got a really fancy quill, really nice jar of ink, just dips it in, pulls out a really nice piece of paper and goes, what should I write?
Well, right. We believe the.
Believe the...
Sorry. What is a word for it? It's not the enemies. It's like the
How about the perpetrators?
the perpetrators. We believe the
The
perpetrators
perpetrators?
to be ahead.
Should I write the two
Please.
Z's or just one Z?
I will kill you.
You can try. Anyways.
Certainly. Yes. Right.
Be
that.
the
We-
perpetrators.
we believe the perpetrators.
What is the word? Not to say this, perpetrators. We believe the perpetrators to have traveled.
In the direction you are heading, please be
The direction.
aware.
Go ahead, please.
And
Go ahead.
Do we want him to engage, or do we
They
not
will?
want him to engage?
And do not engage with them unless we have arrived for backup.
All right.
Could you ask a
Right,
familiar to simply stay with him so he can send a message back in case he needs to?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. He's just gonna rip the paper off so there is enough space for him to roll on, and this writing is really neat.
Of course.
Really neat.
Of
Like,
course.
computer
Naturally.
print level writing.
No advice, voice to text.
Rolls on it, just like... and then rolls it up.
You attach it to your bird. I can't remember what was the bird that you.
Magpie.
A magpie.
blue
You
magpie.
attach it to your blue magpie.
Asking out of
How big is a
character,
magpie?
Ardent.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is it very
Oh.
smart that Ardent wrote the note?
Oh,
Why?
Because he might recognize your handwriting.
Oh no, he's not gonna recognize jack shit, unfortunately. But,
Okay.
it's fine. But thank you for asking. It's very, very smart idea. Yeah.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
actually pretty big. Oh, that's pretty cool. Magpies are pretty big.
magpies, right? They're so
Yeah,
cool. They're little assholes. It's
Huge.
so good.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
that magpie is gonna assault him. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be like, "I have a message for you." It's gonna be like, "Wah!" and it's gonna like attack him.
One owl that Harry Potter
Okay,
just
so-
face first.
So your magpie, as a familiar, has the image in his head, or their head. I don't know what gender your magpie is, but they have the image in their head of what-
Non-binary.
Non-binary. Okay, so
Yeah.
they have the image in their head of what Theodore looks like. Then,
Mhm.
then also look at you like, really? I'm gonna be a messenger, really? As you attach to the foot of the magpie looks out at their foot and like,
I'm sorry.
You have to
It's-
pay him. You have to pay him a little bronze shiny coin because he likes shiny stuff.
Oh, he does like shiny stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, once you get back, you get a shiny thing.
it just nods and then just like flutters off.
Nice, nice. Very good thinking, lady.
Yeah.
Alright. The magpie.
This is fucking WhatsApp.
Dies.
The magpie does see Theodore.
You have one message.
More like-
The perpetrators.
more like,
assailants.
You have a
perpetrators."
message!
The image spring sent.
What image?
This is just Teddy writing. It's like, I have a message for you.
Yeah.
He's got long enough hair, so he's just kind of crawling up there, flapping in his face and everything. Please.
Okay, so do you wait for the message to come back, or do you continue forward?
I mean, what do we do about the cart is the question. Because, like, it's gonna be really hard to move it, but we also can't just leave it here, right? So, let me look into my spells whether I have anything to help.
I mean, we could always come back for it.
I mean,
I mean, but if we have to keep pursuing them, do we have the time?
It's
And someone might
well-
still are dead.
I have mold earth or create water. Could I turn the dirt around the cart into like movable terrain for it so that it's easier to transport it?
You can for as long as the spell is usable. So,
Isn't that a cantrip?
It's a cantrip, yes.
okay,
Perfect! You can
Okay.
just cast it forever.
let's see. So mold earth.
Or
You could use it. It would still slow your progress somewhat, but it would be a little bit faster because you can use it to kind of create better earth for the cart to roll over because it's in small enough quantities. But you do have to do it like over and over and over. So it's
Could
gonna
I
speed
just
Will
shape
someone
that
pulling it
kind
down?
of wheel around the wheels to make it into like multi-terrain wheels? Out of earth.
Actually,
This
If
is
we
the
have
best use of
voting-
mold earth I've ever heard.
That's pretty fucking crazy. It's pretty kooky. I don't
we
think
have
that's.
nails. Can we like hammer nails into the wheels so they have like grip, like soccer shoes?
Piggybacking off of that idea, can I
Yes,
use
no grips.
can I use
Prestidigitation.
can I use
yes.
prestidigitation and make spikes on the wheels so it's like grippy?
Okay. Okay.
Robert's like, you can
Okay.
take the cart. We're like, oh, we can.
Okay.
We will take this
So-
cart. We are not walking.
I am not gonna say no, but I'm going to put a check on to see like how well
Okay.
you can perform this. So
Actually,
I would like.
can I help her because Arden does have a lot of like handyman-ish
Sure.
knowledge?
Okay. So I will
No,
say.
I have no knowledge.
I will
just wanna
say,
help.
I will say. So these are going to be two separate things. So there's going to be the spikes being put on the wheels via prestidigitation, which I don't even know if that's really in the wheelhouse of prestidigitation.
It's cool. It's
You
really
can make
cool.
a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that fits inside of your hand and lasts until the end of your turn. So I would just take a wheel and basically just be making.
Okay, how many of them can you
And
make
you
at
can
a
do
time?
up to two.
Two. So you can make two
You can do two.
spikes. You can make two spikes.
Why don't you?
You can make two spikes right now. So that's what you can make.
Okay,
They-
do we have nails?
So here's the thing with prestidigitation. I believe if they take damage, they do they dissipate or do they just stick around? I guess that I would let them stick around, but you can make two spikes. You can make two spikes to attach to this wheel. Now I'm not gonna say it would help. It would help somewhat to get like grip as you're continuing along.
So I think I'll do that, and I'll do one spike on the front of each wheel. So anytime we need to get more push, like I'll put the spikes on there, and
Okay.
it'll grip into the
That's-
dirt
okay, so
and
you
then
can-
push
so
forward.
okay, that is I'll let that just happen, especially with Arden's guidance to help you figuratively manufacture a steel spike.
This is just like Spring holding the flashlight and Arden
Yeah.
being like knee deep in the car,
Yeah,
being like,
yeah,
"Wait,
okay,
honey,
so-
hand me the
lady-
screwdriver."
Lady, if you would like to use mold earth, what was again the way you would like to use mold earth?
It's possible also to support the tires,
Okay.
the wheel, and make them bigger and more durable that they can manage driving in the terrain.
Let's see. I'm reading the rules of mold earth right now just to make sure. You can cause shapes, colors, or both to appear on the dirt or stone, spelling words, blah blah blah.
Can I only
Can you
change
keep
the
it out
terrain?
for
Okay,
No.
here's the thing. You can't. I don't think you can shape it. You can manipulate earth, but you can't really shape it. But
Okay,
it
then
does allow
I
you
guess
to
I
make.
would do Yeah.
It does allow you to make difficult terrain into non-difficult terrain and vice versa.
Yeah,
So you
that's
can
perfect.
make the Earth in front of you consistently non-difficult terrain. So that
Okay,
would be
then-
fine.
I'm going to do that.
Great.
All
okay.
because Liari impulse bought a fucking. I love it.
I mean, impulse bot. I did this for our travels.
And it's
Uh-huh,
a 5 foot. It's a 5 foot cube, so you can literally just cast it for 5 feet and then keep casting it, and it lasts for an hour with each cast. It doesn't remove it with each cast. So you just keep creating basically a new path as it's hitting.
We're just fucking up there Baumeistering our way through.
So this will not allow you to go at fast pace, because if you go at fast pace, you'll outpace. You'll probably outpace Lady, unless Lady has like. I can let Lady do like a sleight of hand check to see how fast she can cast the path, and you can determine your speed from that.
It is instantaneous.
It is
but-
instantaneous. Okay. You know what? Go ahead and just roll a sleight of hand check, and then we'll see, like, depending on that sleight of hand check, how fast you can keep up with, picking the spots where to manipulate. Okay.
Not very fast.
Not very fast. If somebody wants to help her, you can help her by helping guide the points where she should be moving her.
I'll provide assistance.
Okay, so Lady, you can roll with advantage.
So you're just jogging along the cart. There,
Yes,
there.
exactly, yeah.
Okay, let's go again.
There you
Yeah.
go. Beautiful. All right, so you're going at a fast pace. So this would be like a 30 miles per day, or even a little bit higher pace, because you're able to create 5 feet by 5 feet cubes of Earth, surface areas of Earth, into usable terrain. So you're basically laying path. You're laying dirt path as you go through the forest. It doesn't move around like tree branches or fallen trees or anything like that. So if there's like a big rock or something there, that's kind of hard to get out of the way. But you can move around those things in areas that are relatively clear and just cast. So in doing so, you're going in the general direction. The problem is it is wiping away the tracks as you're doing so. So you need to be careful as you're going through. Make sure you don't lose track of the tracks. So I'm going to have a nature or investigation check or survival check to make sure that you are still following the right direction.
What are we doing?
Ooh. Is it possible for somebody to be marking the trees as we pass by?
If somebody wants to, that is totally doable. Yeah.
Arden can just like chop into the trees every now and then with his sword.
Yeah, Arden has taken a solid like triangular chunk out of the trees every so often, just like a.
So he's like, "Can you mark this?" And Arden's like, "Fuck yeah, I can."
So very obvious, like almost like with an axe, because Arden's the claymore is not like an easy, not like a small
light
weapon.
weapon.
It's not a
Not at
light
all.
weapon. It's a good chopping weapon. So it just chops in pretty easily. Just get like at least a decent chunk out of each tree. So you're definitely getting some.
I mean,
marks
he
out of it.
tries to do it in somewhat subtle spots, like he's not doing it on eye height, but sometimes in the roots or sometimes like on the lower edge of the trunk. But I think if someone were to go look for it, they'd very easily find it.
It's not hidden because otherwise you couldn't see it either. But like it's hidden enough that you have to you have to be looking for it. So.
We could just use Liari's face mask and like throw splashes.
After
on it.
after another hour of travel, using this methodology of creating a spike when you have to, or moving branches out of the way, or molding earth into a path that along your way, you finally the bird. Wait, so who rolled the survival check? Okay, you rolled the survival check. Okay, so 25, more than enough to keep on track. Totally fine. So now you make your way, and the magpie.
That's
is
the
flying
pod.
is flying overhead, and let me make sure the magpie can see you. Okay. The
I
magpie
missed that.
the magpie starts circling you, and all of a sudden just like having a hard time in the trees, just like has to flutter and then land on Liari's shoulder.
Oh, good job. Did you deliver the message?
It just looks at you, and then you get a sense that yes, it did. It was able to deliver the message, and you see her,
Oh.
and all of a sudden a little rolled note comes out of the magpie's mouth.
Oh,
Why did
ew.
he just
Okay.
put it on the front? Disgusting.
Okay. I open it. What do I say?
Okay, so you see also in
Easy, perpetrator.
decent handwriting. It would have been hilarious if it delivered it to you, like your message to yourself, just flew off, and then came back with your own message.
Yeah. That's what the derp horse would have done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Luckily, I have a smart familiar.
Okay, so as you're rolling with the message, you feel a couple pecks on your head from the bird.
Oh right, something shiny. Ooh, do I have something that's not money?
It's like
Let me see what I have.
Watch out, it's gonna bite one of your nails off.
I know.
Velvet's face.
Can I break the tip off of a crossbow bolt and give it to him? It's the only shiny
yes,
thing I have.
you can. You can take one of your crossbow bolts.
Because the
you
bolts only
put it
they're only
aga-
like this big on the
You
front.
put it against
too.
a rock, and you take out a dagger, and you go a couple times, and you get the head off of it, and you give him, with a little bit of wood sticking out of it, you give him the crossbow head, and he goes, she takes it, he goes, and just ingests it.
You know what?
He is a bag of holding.
You get attacked, we just take the magpie and squeeze, and it's just a bullet projectile out of that fucking bird.
Okay.
Technically,
so...
technically your familiar is not of this plane. It is from another
Yeah.
plane, so there's different rules.
It's gonna be fine. Esque.
Oh,
He doesn't seem bothered at all. Yeah, like you just totally normal. Just ate a
Actually,
fucking
this
crossbow bolt.
magpie is just a bag of holding in disguise.
Would be cool.
We can put the entire cart in the magpie.
Oh my
open
god.
wide.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Shove the horse
So,
in.
What
as
does the message say?
as you unfurl the message, it says, "Greetings," because he can't help himself.
Hi there.
I've located the quote-unquote perpetrators. 6 individuals total, including Vila Quinn and Arthur. In parentheses, it goes his servant, if you remember. And, they seem to be stuck. And
What
have
doesn't
set
have
up set up temporary camp.
Oh, stunning.
At this time,
Stunning.
Vila Quinn is at the very back, holding the bag, while the
Oh.
other 4 are attempting to get the cart undone.
What's he doing to the bag?
Please don't tell us. I don't want to know.
I'm hiding for now. Will not attempt interaction before your arrival.
Very
I
good.
love him so much. He's the type to, like, on a WhatsApp text be like, "Hello there. This is blah blah blah." Have this long message and then goodbye. See you soon. Like, this
Well,
is not a texting interaction.
Theodore is not a fool. He does not believe that this can be purely won out by just conversation. So he needs to be able to.
Yeah.
He wants some backup. He wants to make sure.
Yeah. Of course, we want to back him up. Arden's about to shit himself. He's sick. Just
So,
like,
you continue on your path. I would like the whole party to roll perception checks as you're continuing on.
oh Jesus Christ.
Yay.
Threatening. As long as it's not
Rolling.
stealth.
Perception. Per?
Yeah, Section.
Perception.
I see. Okay.
Oh my
Dang,
god,
lady.
you guys see a lot of things.
Lady is just in the zone today. This is great.
Okay.
Thank God.
Crazy.
Okay. As you are all walking along, you hear it first before you see anything. You hear voices in the distance. It seems like bickering voices. As you begin to hear, it's in kind of like a southeast direction to you. And you also hear tools hitting, and then that's when the rest of you hear is you don't hear the voices immediately, but you do hear tools seemingly being used to some degree in a rough southwest direction. Lady, you see an individual way out in the distance, in the forest, way out in the distance, crouched behind a tree, peering out in that direction where the noises are coming from. And you immediately recognize the visage. Kind of. Actually, it was. Hold on, let me see. You barely notice him. Actually, Lady's the only one that notices him. As you see, the shadows of the trees seem to be covering him very specifically, as you recognize the spell of passed without a trace being used to keep himself hidden. But you were able, with your keen eye, to see Theodore hiding behind the tree, looking out in the direction.
Okay, I tell the others that, hey, I don't know if you noticed, but I think we are nearing the group. Also, I could sense Theodore. He's in the distance to the others in that direction and
Should we leave
shows
the
it to
cart
the others.
here?
I don't know if the others can see him.
Should we maybe leave the cart at this
Yes.
point?
I
Yeah.
I believe
think
so
now
as
is the
well.
time.
Yes.
Can Horse watch it? Like, can I just tell him to like be a cart horse?
Horse is a war horse. He's gone.
Yes, Horse.
He's
Come
like
here
a
for a
level
moment.
20 paladin at this point.
Horse
If we
sitting
take
there-
him along, he's going to kill all of them.
Horse
is gonna one shot.
Might.
Horse is sitting there looking antsy, like looking around.
What's wrong?
I recognize this place.
Oh,
Is it?
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Does Liari tell us that Horse recognizes the place?
not yet. Give me a moment. I'm having a conversation. Jesus Christ.
Why are we here?
Oh, because our friend was kidnapped here in this forest. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this place of the forest? Is this where the
We-
incident happened?
We should not be here.
Well, don't say that. I've had a lot of very bad run-ins in the woods, and I would really appreciate some positivity from you right now.
Okay, Liari goes on
I
grinder
am
hookups
positive
in the
we shouldn't be
woods.
here.
Okay, I don't want to be here either. Listen.
Listen.
Are you able to hold your ground and just watch our things for now? We will get our friend
I-
and we will leave as soon as possible.
I will try.
Okay, please don't run away.
I will not run away.
I mean, he's
There you
strapped to the cart. I don't think he can turn around right now.
Well, dang, it's a war horse. If he wants to leave this cart behind, he will leave this cart behind. He's not gonna give
Fair.
a fuck.
Man, Sayuri, where did she go? Where's Sayuri?
The camouflage colors. Oh, where's my wife? Where's
Where's my wife?
It's just
Where's
my
my
clothes.
wife?
You just see my. It's just a head, the floating
Yeah.
head.
Okay.
Okay, so we
Walk
can
around.
leave the cart there and we can proceed as we would like.
Okay. So what we're
Liari,
gonna
do
do?
you tell us that the horse is nervous?
No.
Dang.
Okay. So we're going to take a bit of a break before we proceed on with the next section. Liari, Sky, how much longer can you play today?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask my cousin now. It might be anywhere from not at all anymore to an hour.
All
So
right, no problem.
we'll
Okay,
see.
so we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break. I need to take the boy outside, so we'll be back.
Alrighty, be back in 10.
turns off camera, rearranges everything. Yeah, I heard him. I didn't hear it, but I just saw it. Please don't.
though, you.
Over. All right.
No, I don't mean that, of course.
Sweet.
So,
know you don't.
will
For
Sky
you.
be able to join us?
Thank you.
I don't know. He's not here.
Ah, that bastard.
Yeah,
That bastard.
that's
Hey, welcome
bastard.
back, Cheater. What's up?
Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Show the dog.
Alright, Rosie?
The dog.
Dog. Hey, Sky's back.
Ooh. Yeah, but I do have to leave after all. Ooh.
Okay, no problem.
So thank you guys for this. It was good that we got a few hours in. And please don't get my horse killed or my magpie killed.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, we're gonna try.
Alright, so just your character, got it.
Yeah, he can die. He can die. It's fine. I have a backup character.
What's up? Welcome to the stream.
Yay!
Oh, Velvet,
Have a
Velvet,
blast,
trust me. You
have a
can give
blast with your
Liari to
family.
me. You can give Liari to me for combat.
Okay,
I'll
So
Okay.
Yuri gets to use Liari. Thank you so much. Bye.
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 Oh no.
Have fun rearranging the entire setup.
Shit. God damn it. Okay, well, we're just gonna be here for a second. It's when he had it's when he was neutered. There we go. Perfect. Alright, great.
Just looking up at me helplessly. I feel so responsible.
He's like, where'd they go?
Where is he? Okay,
Okay, so the party
time to get killed.
finds themselves at the edge of a clearing. Not really a clearing, actually. It's y'all are still in the forest. There's just no way around that. But we'll switch up the music a little bit.
It's just Elden Ring boss music suddenly playing.
Do you like the music? Let me switch it up.
Oh, you like the guitar?
Okay, we're gonna
Yeah,
turn it down
I
now.
thought so. I'm gonna make that
Mhm.
quiet. Hella anxiety inducing.
This might be too dramatic.
Did you say dramatic or traumatic?
Dramatic.
Okay.
We're going on a Kren rescue mission. Bring on the dramatic music, okay?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Right?
All right, so here we are
Just
with the tense
Yes,
dramatic.
Ire by Verdi. Put it on.
Okay. All right, so get up your actual area you're looking at. Kren's life hangs in the balance. You guys better succeed. Where is my
Okay.
mouse?
No
Where is my mouse?
pressure.
Okay, there it is. So we are going to maneuver you guys over to this scene.
I mean, if we succeed right away, then Juden would have to come back.
Of
He
course.
would have. You must.
Right?
You must.
He could just be knocked out for a while. It's fine. We have a cart. He can sleep in there until he
You can
wakes
sleep
up.
in the car.
He's just gonna do a spring. He's just gonna be spirited away to the Feywilds.
Okay, so you're seeing the
Work for me.
area that you're going to be looking at for the moment. So, let me just go ahead and just grab a cart real quick. You can barely see it, but the cart is there.
I can see it, yeah. Right there.
So we'll say the cart is kind of stuck in a pool right about, we'll say
Oh,
right
their
about-
cart.
Their cart. This is their cart.
Their
yeah.
cart. Okay.
The cart is stuck in a pool right about here. Well, we'll say here. That makes more sense.
Mhm.
All right.
However the hell they got it in there. Someone didn't get their license.
It does look quite peculiar how they got their whole deal stuck in there, but we're gonna put Vila Quinn right here. He's kind of hard to see. He's sitting on the other edge of the pool over here,
Being stinky.
being
And upset.
stinky, of course, as per usual. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get Kren's token in here. Great, good, yes.
Great, good. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
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 Okay,
Fantastic.
Kren's big ass
Phenomenal.
token. There we
Giant.
go.
Dang.
He's in a bag right about here. You presume that he's going to be in this bag right here next to Veliquin. Okay, and now we place in some of our other less scrupulous individuals. Excuse me. Roll 20. Can you stop breaking real quick, please? Thank you. So I'm gonna put in. I thought I had a good image uploaded for Argos, but I do not. So we're gonna use the one that I had used initially. So one of you will remember this image, but that's okay. So the individual you know as Argos Rain is sitting behind the cart, kind of more observing and managing than anything else. And there's another individual, kind of just maneuvering around the cart. We'll use this one for him.
Why do I feel like we're gonna die if we engage?
Absolutely. We already fought them once.
Yeah, and they kind of like beat the fuck out of us.
This
So
time we've got the jump on them, though.
yeah. Also keep in mind they attacked you all individually at that time. So anyway, so there's the one behind the cart supervising. There seems to be another individual with a greatsword, another half-elven individual with a greatsword walking around.
Speaking of
For sure.
greatsword, I can just take Leari's greatsword. What the fuck's he gonna do?
No. Good boy. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. This is not for you. This is for my dog. Touch. I don't need anybody's praise daddy today. Sit. What now? Okay. So, at the moment, that's what you see. I'm gonna go ahead and place the party roughly where they would be. We're gonna put. He's gonna come in. There we go. So Ardence.
Is very large.
Very large, big boy. We're gonna put you guys at the edge here. Lady would have been kind of at the forefront to guide the party.
Oh yeah, I can access the token this time, by the way.
You can access the token? That's great. That's
Yes.
good. Sayuri, I'm assuming you would be kind of near the back.
I can't.
You can't? Great.
No!
Ooh,
Why?
Great.
I can.
Controlled by Lady of the Forest. There we go. Save settings, and then same thing for you. Controlled by... I save these every time, and they will never save. It's a character. I think it's in the... For some reason, I have it addressed to your character sheet, but for some reason they're just not saving that. Oh, you mean you want to be controlled by spring? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, the spring.
Crazy.
I think that's... Wait, I'm missing somebody. Liari Foncaris, of course. There we go. So,
And then, where is our friend in the bush?
your friend in the bush. The friend in the bush, indeed. The friend in the bush.
Oh, where's Theo? Where's little Teddy? I love him so much.
Teddy?
I should make an art piece thingy of him.
You should make an RP thingy of him. But
Yeah.
for now, what we'll do is we'll use Sky's old token for the one shot.
Did you use all the tokens for the penetrators? Or are they missing some?
penetrators?
Well, no, you said that
Because
there
when
were
is supposed to be
some-
4 of them? Like
Yeah.
4 of them? And
But I guess these are the ones we can see, probably.
Those are the ones you can see. I'm gonna have people roll
Ah.
perception checks to see if you can find the other ones.
Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo? All right, we're gonna go ahead and put in that as your ally.
That looks very Teddy-esque.
So,
except
so Teddy's sitting there. He notices you. He kind of waves you on out of the shadows, and as you enter in, you are all anybody who enters in within the radius of a. Let's see here. What was the name of the spell?
Hey, lady, didn't you have that funny stealth thing? I might be needing that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So he has
cast
passive
Oh,
trace.
perfect.
Yes.
Oh, he's all grown up now. What
Within
do
30
I
feet.
do?
Within 30 feet. So yeah, basically everybody except for I think Sayuri is the only one that's like
Oh
leaving.
no,
No, Sayuri's in.
Sayuri,
Sayuri's in. She's fine. She's
so
fine. Okay.
bad.
So everybody has the effective pass without trace from Theodore, from Teddy.
I'm just gonna quickly put a marker.
Down. So
Like
he waves
above.
everybody. He waves everybody over. I would like everybody real quick just to make us a quick stealth check to see how well everybody's hidden.
I am hated.
I am bright colors in a dreary area.
But it's plus 10.
Oh my
It's
god,
not for the
Ardent,
spell.
no! Ardent! Ardent, no!
Don't say that.
Oh no, Ardent!
No.
Teddy is gonna roll
I
to
mean-
save you. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry.
As you walk up to Teddy, Ardent, you
Oh no!
step on a branch with your heavy footing, and a loud crack is heard. Teddy then
Crunch, crunch.
Teddy is then going to grab your arm and pull you towards him, so you're deeper in the shadow. With a surprising amount of strength, since you were a little bit off balance, so he pulls you into the shadow. It's like,
I,
Yourself a
oh,
finger.
fucking shit.
so there's gonna be a perception check from that individual over there.
Please no. Like really. I don't want to be the fuck up today, okay?
Come here, this way. That's it. You should calm down. Calm down.
Oh my god.
Even your dog knows this is a tense situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there doesn't seem to be much of a notice of the
Oh.
immediate vicinity. There is a general look over there, and the one with the greatsword is beginning to walk over.
Could potentially turn into a rabbit and just hop along. So they think it's an animal.
So
It's not.
he begins to walk over.
I check whether I can thaumaturgy anything, because if I can
And he
thaumaturgy something, then
Begins
you
to
don't
walk
have
over,
waste
and then there is a
focus.
call from the cart. Be like, hey, we need help. Oh, sorry, it's like, hello again. Where are you prancing about? And then the individual will stop, look over. I thought I heard something. Well, here's something over here. We need some help getting the cart out. He walks over. You can hear him saying, how did we exactly get into this mess in the first place? And Argos is like, I believe you're going to have to ask our illustrious employer. I heard that, as you hear Vila Queen shout in the distance. Yeah.
Well, thank God. That was close.
All right, everybody roll perception checks to see if you can find where the other 4 individuals are. You hear Teddy go, I don't know where the other 4 are. They're kind of wandering around. I know there's at least 2 helping them with the cart.
I'll cast guidance upon myself.
I hate this. Please.
All right.
I think Art needs like hearing aids and really good glasses.
He's the
Art is
oldest
just
of all of us.
Art,
Oh,
Art is
yeah,
just
there,
rapidly
there.
aging as the game goes on.
Don't be like that, okay?
Okay.
You should technically even
Fantastic.
get better age
Great,
after
so-
what you changed.
We'll say spring. No. Sit. Don't be wily. Down. Alright. So spring. What we'll say is you do notice. Oh no. Zero has gone missing. Zero.
I'm serious? Am
Oh,
I
sorry.
bad?
It was Percy that went missing.
Yeah, I'm
like-
sorry. I got kicked out.
I can only see one part of the screen. My apologies.
I was
yeah,
afraid for a
everything should
moment,
be
like,
normal.
Sayuri? What? No?
Where did I go?
Stay. Okay, so you see a couple individuals. First, you see one that's patrolling up here. Spring, you see the one kind of dead ahead, pretty much right here, kind of giving a general patrol. Then Sayuri, you pick out 2 individuals that are by the cart. At least you know of it, and you can hear them kind of grunting. No, as you know, you need to come over here. You're not getting treats until you sit.
Okay, everyone, they have the basic little pictures. That means that they're shitty. It means they're not special.
Don't worry, guys. They just
Watch
have
them be
generic.
the NVPs.
Don't worry, guys. They just have generic NPC look.
Yeah. They can only interact if you speak to them, and otherwise you'll just hear them go in the back.
And then
The
Sayuri.
prices of hay have been going up rapidly.
Sarah, you also see one that's kind of patrolling, kind of behind where the individual with the greatsword was. And he's the one looking in your direction mostly.
Okay.
No.
Am I hearing?
It's ambient conversation in the background. We hear them.
My bad.
It turns out they're Germans.
It's the card. I don't think that's German, otherwise I wouldn't know what I'm hearing.
Stay. Wait. Okay. So, this is where we are. You have accounted for the 4 individuals along with the 2 more dangerous-looking individuals, including
Okay, so
Arnos.
they are basic, generic NPC.
They seem to be of the same volition. In fact, Sayuri, you see that these individuals have single bone tattoos on their shoulders. Just
They're
one
pussies.
bone, with just one bone at an angle on their shoulders. They all seem to be from the same company, but they all seem to be of relative low importance,
Okay.
low rank.
This guy here, the one that's kind of looking in our direction, or may not be because a rabbit trounced out of the bushes.
Yeah.
Is this blocking line of sight to these people?
Yeah, it definitely is. This is really heavy trees and brush. So
Okay.
I would let you roll a perception check to see if you can see them from your angle, but it's be kind of difficult because you're also behind some trees yourself.
Okay.
But I'll let you roll a perception check to see if you want to see if anybody's around.
Sure.
So-
If I am offered a perception roll, I will
ahead.
take the perception roll.
Who am I to reject a perception roll?
Right?
I
I'm
would
not
s-
God.
I would say you can you can definitely tell they're there, but like getting exact positioning because they're kind of moving around, crouching down, trying to get trying to work on this thing. It's gonna be hard to get a good shot on these guys. They would definitely effectively have full cover if you were to take a shot.
Okay, that's cool enough. I'm just gonna get into a position. What? I'm gonna guess like right here, and start drawing a bead on this guy. I'm gonna look at the rest of the party
Gotcha.
and kind of give him a nod.
Okay.
Um,
So at this point, Theodore's gonna go. Should we talk to them and try to?
I don't think we should shoot them immediately.
I'm trying to determine. Are we going to attack them? I don't believe that is necessarily the best course. Sorry, I'm talking wrong. I said I don't believe that's the first course of action. I think. I mean,
Should
Feel-
we
feel-
maybe approach? Should maybe some of us only approach so that some of us are hidden and they don't know who all of us are,
that
but
might
some of
be-
us can attempt talking to them.
that could be a good
They're
option.
probably very suspicious for
Well,
them
I mean,
to
do we
see
want to
us
just
like at all.
do we want to just attack Vila Quinn like right off the bat?
no,
This sounds like a
Miss young Lord Woodrow, this is a hunting area, correct? Could we just pretend that we are here hunting and randomly came across them?
I mean, seems mighty suspicious. I could, but I mean, I might
I
be able to come
suppose.
across that. But the lot of you came with Mr. Koblaster, and they seemed like they were really trying to go off the beaten path. So we're coming from the direction they came from. It looks a bit suspicious. I sneak around the other side, maybe. Maybe if we sneak around the other side.
I could turn into an animal and sneak up to him like directly.
I mean, that is.
and it's up
Could,
to-
but also if they start shooting at you while you're out of character, if they start shooting at you while you're in animal shape, you are most likely gonna die really fast. Because you can't turn into a really epic animal right now. You can turn into like a fox or a bunny or a deer, and these technically are like, "Oi!" So
Well, that's true on one hand, but there's a lot of brush for you to use as cover. If you're small, it's gonna be really easy to find cover.
What about a
True.
bird?
yes,
Or
I
a
don't
bird.
think you can
As
turn
long
into a bird because you can't wild shape into something that can fly right now.
Oh, that's true.
I can.
Should we just send Liari's
I don't know.
magpie?
Do we want to risk Liari's magpie without Liari?
I actually like Lady's idea, because if Lady turns into like a medium-sized animal, I don't know, like a fox or a badger, maybe she'd be able to just snatch Kren and run off.
I think she'd be too weak as like a badger, right? Because Kren is rather heavy.
I would say Kren is probably about like 40 pounds. He's not like super light, but he's not like super heavy. He's not wearing his armor either, so he's like around like...
Dang, I could fucking bench press Kren.
Yeah, easily.
I could turn into a giant owl, but that would be kind of weird.
Just a giant owl hanging out around the area.
It's just like, hello! Excuse me! Coming through!
I mean, you could also be a wolf.
Yeah, we do want to...
Or a big dog.
Would it... I mean, I just don't think that it's smart to send Lady in there alone, especially in a shape where she can't defend herself easily, because once a wolf, for example, has a maw full of Kren, there's nothing it can do when it's being shot at and pursued and all of that.
Well, I don't have to necessarily get Kren and run off, but I could get into a kind of hostage situation with Villa Kren? What's his name?
Hold him hostage?
Yeah, against the other guys.
I like this.
And then we could try to talk to him.
True. What kind of, like, I'm just... Out of character, I'm trying to plan ahead what kind of checks that would require, because it's an intimidation, it's strength, it's...
So
who knows? They might
something to keep in
go
mind.
in the head. Like, we have someone there who's obviously a sharpshooter of some kind, and I don't want a crossbow to be stuck between your eyebrows.
Something to keep in mind too is that if we do go that route, we're gonna ruin any reputation that we have built, and also any reputation for Teddy, because he is with us.
True.
So
that's
something to keep in mind for that
fair.
as well.
This is a count. This is not a viscount. This is not just a guy who owns land.
Yeah,
this is
he's really big,
count
isn't he?
he owns and manages land within Trinity.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty
And we
important
do have to
individual.
think about the fact, like, even if we were to say justifiably he stole our party pet, it would probably be the real world equivalent of he stole, which sounds super mean, but in like a court of law, it would be the equivalent of he stole my gold retriever of my premises, and I tried to kill him in return.
Yeah. So you need to be careful.
It's not-
So I'm not going to guide what you guys do, but that's something.
Family again? Are they of the same stance?
The Boudreaux family are one of the noble families of the Roshantaine city. They're one of the original nobility, so they are technically have power in Roshantaine and the Roshantaine proper area around. But they do not have countship, and actually they technically have lesser power because they were a noble family that was annexed as part of the attack on Roshantaine. So,
I did say that myself.
Okay, well, I will stay hidden, but if somebody wants to approach with diplomacy, I will give them a bardic inspiration to do so.
I'm just really worried.
The idea of a hunting party of Theodore, for example, and maybe one of us joins them. Maybe not.
Liari and Arden would be realistic, because if Theodore wants to go hunt with Liari, and then he takes his bodyguard along, maybe even Sayuri joining would make sense.
Liari and Ardent makes sense. I also think so. And I could still like turn into a bird and fly on the other side and just be prepared if anything happens.
What's up,
be
Mackenzie?
You know what would make a lot of sense is if Theodore showed up with a hunting dog. And the hunting dog was curious about what's around here, so it's sniffing and it finds Kren.
over there. Yeah.
Since is Theodore's horse still around?
Theodore's horse is nowhere to be seen. It seems like he might have left his horse behind too. But you can ask him if he knows where his horse is.
Yeah, he's just gonna very carefully ask, because him hunting without a horse when he has a horse.
I mean, Bastille's around. I can call him pretty much at any time. He's within earshot.
Okay, so technically, do you think it would make sense for us to pretend that you've been taking us on a bit of a stroll? It's not like this is an unusual hunting area. I get the sense that this is passed through quite frequently.
That's true. Just know that if he sees a Hari, he's definitely gonna be on guard because this is the deal. But I don't think this is
Arden.
outside the.
He does see
understandability.
Arden, not Liari, but yeah.
Sorry, Arden. Yeah, sorry. If he sees Arden, this is gonna be. He might be a little bit on the tense side, but that doesn't mean he's gonna attack us right away. I mean,
If he sees any of us,
we got two
actually.
nobilities. You can't.
So-
You can't attack.
I'm so scared that we'll kill someone if we run in now.
As Mackenzie, I'm gonna pitch this. I think Theodore and Lady going in as a hunting dog makes a lot of sense, and the rest of us can kind of make our way around and maybe spread out and flank them. We don't have to attack. What we have to do is make enough of a distraction to be able to grab Kren and run.
I love how you say sneak around and flank them. How the fuck is Arden gonna sneak around anything? He just stepped on a branch, but like a tree-sized branch.
Well, hold still then and don't move because
Yeah.
we'll come to you for the tankiness.
I think
but
Arden
Sayori
shouldn't move at all.
Sayori and Spring could make it around pretty easily.
Yes.
And probably be able to grab Kren without drawing too much attention. And then Theodore and Lady can distract.
Is it realistic, out of character, once again, is it realistic for a noble to go hunting alone?
If they're competent enough, yeah. I mean, nobles hunt
Okay,
alone all
and
the time.
Theodore would pass as a very competent.
For sure.
Okay, so if we said Theodore can just ride in on his horse with the dog, it would pretty much seem normal that he's just coming through here. Oh, what a coinky dog that you're
Of
here
course.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go with this.
hmm
The people who
So-
can sneak get into better positions.
Okay,
and
what about
figure that
Liari?
out.
What are we gonna have him do?
Yes. What shall I do?
Yeah, what should you do?
I don't. I think we should just go out and demand Kren back. He's ours.
No. I think you would die.
He's just a count.
You right now you are significantly less than a count. All of us are. No, that's not.
What do you mean? I'm a Montgomery.
Oh yeah, of course you're in Montgomery. Where are your horns then?
Astor, you can keep an eye on Ardent.
Of course. Okay, the two tanks with the heavy armor are gonna stay behind and pretty much do like, once you have Kren, just bolt it back towards us. Whoever is at Kren's first grabs him, everyone else provides cover, and then we just, what do we do with the cart? I don't know. Liari can just take off the horse and run. We might have to abandon the cart.
Is
What
the
do we
plan
do?
to just take Kren and run?
I mean, what?
Well, we don't
What
know how
else
the
do we
negotiations are gonna go, but like,
Yeah.
the guards keep moving.
I mean,
I'm good.
they
with-
would probably try to pursue us if we take Kren and run.
See, they've moved.
They
keep
patrol.
moving?
They patrol as you discussed. They don't know you're there. They're just patrolling.
Okay, but
Okay, and in the worst case, if they come too close, I have thaumaturgy. I can mimic animal sounds somewhere away from there, or whatever sounds I would like. So
Okay.
that's a distraction.
animal
So
sounds. Oh, come!
I'm just being like, meh, meh.
Just animal sounds that make no fucking sense in a forest. Just like.
Just he imitates a crocodile perfectly, but it's a crocodile.
Okay, so I think it's showtime, Lady of the
Okay.
Forest.
Okay.
Oh please.
I give you
Oh.
bardic inspiration. Good luck.
Out of there. This way.
I'm so
you.
nervous. I'm real nervous.
Sayori, do you want us to go as a pair or do you want us to split?
You should come with me.
Yeah, probably. Velvet, can you give me access to Liari just so I can move him
Duh.
to where he's supposed to be?
Hold on. I need to give you access to the character sheet, apparently. So.
That's okay, I won't open it.
No. Yeah, I know.
Not like I fucking made it myself.
Yeah, true. Alright, there we go.
Thank you. Wait, here. He is with Arden now. Or with Astor. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So Liari is going to be sneaking. Is going to be holding with Arden, not sneaking around, right? So Liari will
Yes.
be waiting for the moment.
He's also heavy armor, so he's just gonna make noise.
He's probably gonna make noise. We'll see. But the rest of the
He
group
doesn't
is
need
going
heavy
to...
armor to make noise, to be fair, but...
All right. So Teddy is gonna go. All right. Are we doing this? All right, lady.
Good luck.
All right, lady. If you could be like a beagle, a bloodhound, or something, that would probably sell it a little bit better.
The lady just turns into a pug, and she's just like, "What do you mean? This is perfect."
She's a
Oh my
Pomeranian.
God, she could be a dachshund. That's so cute.
Awesome. Yeah. A hunting dachshund.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Hunting Dachshund. Just a little weird dog.
Or I mean, shepherds would technically pass, and that would be a bit bigger
Mhm.
if you want some bite force.
Like a German shepherd.
Yeah, something along
Something like
those
that. We
lines.
could work with that.
Ja,
Alright,
I mean,
so-
I know that they're used more for Forstern als, aber nicht Hunten, aber das passt schon. Das passt schon.
So, what does your German Shepherd look like, just for the fun of it? No, is he?
It's pink.
No, I would say it's more. It doesn't look like usual German Shepherd, or at least the fur is a little bit more orangey and a little bit curly.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
A mixed breed, something like that.
Yes.
All right. So you and Teddy. Well, so are Sayuri and Spring in positions that they would like to stealth in?
Oh, I didn't want to move too far
Okay.
without asking for permission, but I think
Likewise.
a good position would be something. I think getting here would be ideal if it's not too risky.
Okay. All right. So do you want to do that after or before Theodore?
I mean, if you walk
begins?
parallel, you'll get his pass without trace.
True.
He's
true.
going.
That's-
He's going to drop his pass without trace. He's letting you know he's
Oh.
going to have to drop that because he doesn't want to come across as suspicious.
Okay,
Oh, fair
then
enough.
if I make the check before, would I gain the bonus, or is it because like I leave it?
You leave it.
It
If you
wouldn't.
leave it, there would be no bonus to
Okay.
to your stealth.
Then would I be able to just walk side by side and try to time my walking with his horse
Sure.
breaking through the brush?
You know what? Well, so he calls his horse. So I need to make now a horse token. I need to get a horse token.
I can draw one for you.
I know you can. Hold on. I'm just gonna get a riding horse. No, that's
Oh.
not the token. Hold on.
He's just gonna get a cow. Oh,
Cow.
dang.
He might. We'll see.
A good horse.
I think you can actually ride cows. I've seen people do that before.
Okay, no, this will do. Oh, there's even one that kind of looks like his. Okay. There we
Oh,
go.
Sky's in the chat.
There we go. Okay, so he
Well, that is very horsey.
gets on his horse. I'm gonna send this to the back. There we go. All right.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. And so he and Bastille are going to break through the brush. First, he's gonna send ladies like, all right, your name is Bessie. Well, I'm gonna call you Bessie. All right, your name's Bessie. All right, Bessie, go find the rabbit or whatever. Man. All right, Bessie, lady. If you choose to, you can run through the brush, just kind of sniffing around.
Yeah, I would. Probably not going too close, but like
Gotcha.
going in the direction.
All right, so as you come out of the brush, like, hey, we got a dog over here. Bessie, calm down. What? Oh, hello there, sorry. I didn't know that this place was already taken. Yeah, you all look familiar. Oh, hey, is that Argus? And Argus like, Mr. the Queen, you have a guest. As he's sitting there tense, he walks over with his bow in hand, but no arrow drawn. Mr. Theodore, special to see you again. All right, so you guys move across, roll stealth checks. You can include the pass without trace.
16 for Spring.
Okay, so that's gonna be 26. He's keeping it up just enough for you to get over, and he's gonna drop it once he comes out of the brush. 35 for Sayuri. Sayuri, you find yourself in the back room.
You don't know where Sayuri
sudden-
is. She's just gone.
I lost her.
You see
I
yellow
got about
halls.
halfway there, and I'm like,
see
oh
yellow
god!
halls, a tile floor. All right. Down.
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's anybody along this path here?
Sure, go for it. Roll perception
That
check.
leads basically towards Kren.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Awesome.
Mr. Vila Quinn, it's a pleasure. So you don't see any people along the path. Although in your hiding spot, you're kind of keeping yourself pretty low profile, so to be fair, it's pretty hard to see. Mr. LaQuinn, it's been we had a pleasure last night. We missed you this morning. Where'd you go? Are you out here on a hunting trip, it looks like, or you decided to tear out early? It seems you got the whole kit and caboodle out here. Argos like, oh, Mr. LaQuinn is resting over there. But if you wish to see him, I can ask if he wishes to. He's like, oh, I'm sure he would love to see me. We're friends. Yes, Rogan, if you could go let Mr. LaQuinn know that we have a guest. He runs over, and there is some muttering. Of course, yes. You may. You can come over here, and we can have a chat. Theodore's like, of course. I got a dog with me. Mind if she comes over as well? A dog? I suppose not. I suppose so. There's definitely a nervousness to Mr. LaQuinn's voice, but Theodore trots over. He's like, all right, come on, Bessie, as he just brings Lady over as well. And you guys rotate around, and you're now by the cart. And there's two individuals who have their weapons nearby, but not in hand, as they're standing next to the cart on either side. Well, I'll be. Seems like you got yourself right in a pickle. Mr. LaQuinn's like, yes. Unfortunately, we were deciding to trot our own path, and we found ourselves stuck. Is there anything? What is the rest of the party doing at this time?
Shaking in fear, bro.
Is this anybody? Who's this?
I
image?
think
No,
Sayori.
that was the horse
and-
token.
I think if Sayori's gonna start moving, Spring would be right behind her.
Okay. Gotcha. So, lady, as a dog, what are you doing as they're having this conversation?
I would go like instantly up to Kren, but like just checking out the card and staying close.
One
now.
of the guys will walk up to you. Is this your dog? Can I? Yes. Yeah, that's the best. Absolutely. You can go ahead and give a couple pets. And this individual seems to be a human, with like some dark hair, kind of on the younger side, like maybe 24 at the oldest. He leans down with a couple scars, like, oh, you're such a good girl. He starts scratching and petting. Has she eaten? Can I give her some? He's like, oh, we're on a hunting trip. I need a hunger to have a desire to hunt down what we're going for. But I appreciate the offer, my friend.
I feel so
He's
guilty.
so kind. Give him a
Yeah.
little lick. Be like, hello, I'm dog.
Lady's like,
The other guy's like,
awesome.
other guy's like, Greg, you may want to leave the nobles dog alone, man. Oh, but she's so cute.
Man, don't make me start to feel guilty about murdering random
I mean,
NPCs.
these aren't just people, you know. They're not like.
No,
we're not-
no.
We're not aiming for murder. We're aiming for
True.
kidnap our kidnapped person.
Yes.
Okay, go. Is there anything else the rest of the party wishes to do while you guys are conversing?
Can I retroact something?
Sure.
If you say no after I tell you what it is, I
What?
understand. Can I get the scale from Ardent?
The scale? Which scale?
You-
Oh, the scale.
the
The
holy
scale.
symbol.
Would you have
Which
given
scale?
Would you have
How
given
many
Spring
scales
the
is
scale? Ardent, would you have given Spring the scale?
No.
No.
I'm sorry. Unless she very elaborately explains her plan and why she wants it.
Sit.
does Spring explain to Arden why she wants to take the scale?
How much backpedal would you allow us to do?
I'll allow you to,
with
because
it?
you conversed for a while, so I'll allow you to converse
Yeah.
if you wanted to elaborate what
Okay.
your kind of plan is.
Okay, perfect. So so Spring would pull Arden down and say, give me the thing that lets Kren do magic.
The holy symbol. Why?
Because if I can get to him, I can give it to him, and then he can help
No.
us.
Sit.
Okay, and you're confident that you would be able to sneak up to him. Shouldn't I rather give it to Sayuri?
I think Sayori's more likely to attack and hit and win than I would.
I suppose you're correct, yes. Okay, if you promise me that you stay close to her at all times and you're extremely careful with the scale, I'll give it to you, okay?
How close is close? Because if I can get to Kren and give it to him while Sayori's distracting something, I think that would be more beneficial.
Well, yes, of course, but I just do not want you to get hurt, and I do not want the scale to be taken away. You see?
I'll throw a rock at them if they try to get too close.
Arden just thinks back, like, what the fuck, a rock? And then he remembers, no, she doesn't mean a rock. She means,
She means
a house.
rock.
She means a rock. And he just goes, he's gonna pull it out. It's still wrapped up in, like, some kind of cloth or leather or something. He gives it to her and says, this is very, very, very important, so don't lose it, okay?
She takes it like a child taking that first like precious thing from somebody and just like clutches it to herself and
Okay.
she's I will be very careful, I
good.
promise.
Okay. And he just kind of
Alright.
ruffles her and goes, "Atta girl, you got this."
And then I chase after Sayori and catch
Gotcha.
up and
All right,
yeah,
gotcha.
that's the backpedal that I wanted to say. I wanted to have
so,
that.
is there anything the party wishes to do while Theodore is conversing, or is everybody going to let this play out just for now? Gotcha. So, Ardens and Liari will notice that Argost is kind of still keeping an eye out and giving a gentle patrol around the area. He walks over to this guy. He just mutters something. Sayuri and Spring, you can go ahead and roll perception check to see if you can hear what Argost is telling this individual.
Okay, is he giving the vibe of he's gonna go in the direction that Theodore came from, or is he just walking for now?
He
Bane.
just seems to be walking for
I
now.
hear God.
Okay, Spring, you get...
Yeah. Jesus is just like, hey, I know
the
usually I
sound
talk
waves-
to Arden, but
Sayuri, you're having a hard time picking it up, but with Spring, the sound waves are bouncing off of the leaves in the air to get to you the words whispered, which amount to patrol the area, make sure that he doesn't have anybody else with him. I'm a little less trustworthy. He sends him out to go, and this guy's gonna walk in this direction
Okay.
roughly.
As I hear that, I dive under the cloak of Sayori.
Oh, it was in common. Yeah, you have no idea what he said.
Damn it, I don't.
You don't know what he said because he said it in common.
You heard it.
fuck.
I hear it, but that's it. But
You hear
I
it.
will.
I mean, you
Nope.
see what direction they're gesturing at, so it's like half of it understood.
You get okay. I will say you do see the gesturing, so you like subtle gesturing. So you pick up on the body language. I will
Okay.
give you with a natural 20. You pick up on the body language, and you even learn a new word, which is trust. You learn the word trust because I will give you that for a
Trust,
nat
okay.
20.
I'm gonna write that down.
Okay, good.
Because I have a collection of words that she knows in
Yes,
common.
I will give you trust. The perception check was good.
Perfect. So I will dive underneath Sayori's cloak
Okay.
to hide myself within the camouflage that she has put herself in, and I will cast under her cloak. I will cast message to her
Okay.
and let her know that it looks like the guy is being set to do patrols, so we need to be very careful. And something about trust, and you hear the word trust in common in your brain.
Okay. So, just like clockwork, upon her command, upon her information that she gave you, this guy starts to search roughly the area you are. But keep in mind, you guys have a crazy good stealth check.
Okay.
Okay. So he rolled pretty high, but he did not roll high enough to actually see you. He rolled a total of 19. He rolled 19.
Okay.
Whew.
God.
Rosie, come here. Get over here. Good boy. Sit. Down. You don't get any more treats right now. You had too many. Down. When you're fat.
Are you fat shaming your dog?
I'm not-
Cancelled. Cancelled.
All right.
Cancelled.
Okay, so cancelled.
Yeah.
He does not see
That's
you
what you are.
as you were hiding in the shrubbery. Argos is also going to make a similar kind of motion to the other guard over there. And this guard is going to search around this area. Make a perception check. Okay.
Okay, just to be clear,
I can
even if they
respond,
aren't
right?
immediately in the
In
shrub,
message, yeah, you can
Arden
respond
and-
to.
I'm gonna say in Sylvan, tell Dad, warn Dad.
You feel like a shift underneath your cloak because she moves.
Oh God, her Discord just died.
She moves.
She moves.
Okay, while our Discord is dead, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back
Okay,
with
go
you.
for it. Go for it.
Hunt isn't there.
Ardent is gone. We are down to 2 players.
Perhaps they brought the headset to the restroom with them and they're just listening in.
They did not. They did not. Oh, I don't believe so.
Okay.
So I hope you guys are enjoying the encounter so far. Political intrigue along with kidnapped friend.
It's hard. Very hard.
Well, so far, Lady's just like carrying us. Oh,
Well,
oh,
now-
did we...
now Zero, what would you like to do as a GM? How would you like to proceed?
let me think.
Okay, good. All right.
I
Oh, too late.
would
Okay.
give. Oh, damn it. I lost my
What did you
authority.
tell me?
So
I crashed too.
okay.
Okay,
Alright.
what's being told?
Yeah, so I would message Dad and say in Sylvan, because I prefer Sylvan over Elvish, so if I don't have to use
Fair
Elvish, I will. Hey Dad, everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
The guards are going on more patrols, so just stay vigilant. Sayori and I are safe. And then you hear a little tiny message at the end, and it says, "You can respond to this message."
Okay, good.
In case you have never dealt with message
Please
before.
respond to this message after the beep. I mean, I'm assuming that Ardent knows the message spell. He's probably had his dealings with it eventually at some point in his life, because he's old as fuck.
That was the first interaction he had with Sayuri, was a message. Basically.
True, very
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
He is gonna respond back with just, since he was signed up to the military, he just goes with affirmative. I mean,
Affirmative.
yes. And just kind of scoots Liari a little bit deeper into the bushes. Not so much that they would move.
Rude.
It's just like, shh, scooch over.
Fine.
Yes.
Okay, so
And just kind of like a little bit more into the bushes. Yeah, like that. Please don't make me roll a stealth check for that. That was
Okay.
literally nothing.
so he's gonna walk over here. He's going to give a rough perception check. I already made him roll it, so it was pretty low. He rolled 8 total. So if we keep your pass without a trace roll, it's fine. You guys are good. But he's gonna stick around right about here.
Okay, I'm not the dude doing this, but I don't know who's doing Liari right now. That
Mhm.
sounded wrong. I don't know who's playing Liari right now, but I would like for him to keep his crossbow aimed in the general direction of the guard.
No, Z. No, hold on. He jumped up on my window. 1 second.
I mean, that sounds reasonable. If Liari had seen Sayuri draw her bow, then,
Mhm.
I mean, perhaps...
He'd probably not question it much. And even if he didn't do it himself, Arden would probably tell him to, so...
No, Arden
Man, I
would
love-
have to tell him not to do it, and then he would do it.
Oh, true, he's just like, Liari, hear me out. This is a really great idea that I had. Don't aim your crossbow at the person at all. Don't worry about it. Be super loud, too.
Yeah. And he's just, oh, watch me.
It's like, oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You say that like that. I am going to do the exact opposite of what you have told me right now. Oh god.
And dead silently.
Just staring you down.
No! Fool yourself!
Just
But yes.
stare daggers at you, just give you the silent treatment.
Yeah.
You're like, perfect.
Ard's like, oh yeah. Next time he wants Larry to shut up, he just goes, I wish you would talk to me more. I wish you would speak more. You'd be more communicative about your feelings towards me. I really
It would
wish.
be so funny if that backfired, and that's
Yeah,
exactly
Larry's
what
like,
happened.
actually, I've never had a father figure, and you're the first one that's going in the general direction.
As soon
Okay.
as Anne says it, just like one tear rolling down his
Oh.
All right, so we're going to proceed back. You see, you all notice anybody who has eyes on,
Anybody who has
Argos.
eyes.
Anyone who has eyes on Argos is going to notice that Argos is moving in a kind of distance direction, keeping an eye kind of on most areas that are there.
Alright,
Okay,
let's see how good at diplomacy Teddy is.
so Theodore is going to continue to talk.
Come on, Teddy, you got this.
He walks up. Well, by the way, sorry to intrude upon you like this, but I suppose it was kind of rude to not say goodbye to us. Oh, by the way, do you know where the little one is, Mr. Koblaster? The party was having a hard time finding him earlier. Do you have any idea about that? And at this point, Vila Quinn's like, oh, no, I'm not sure. Have they lost the little one? How terrible. I don't know what the whole story is. I just heard they were being quite frantic. They're looking around for him somewhere east of here, but I can't recall where. I mean, I saw him a couple times as I was getting ready to head out, but I mean, I hope they do find him. But at any rate, where are you gonna be? Are you gonna be heading back home, or? He's like, oh yes, my final destination will be back in my estate, my estate back in my.
No, we lost our fucking transportation opportunity. God damn it.
Sorry, what?
I just remembered that he was the one who offered to take us along. Asshole.
So,
Alright.
lady, as they're
Does-
continuing to converse, yeah, keep going. You're good.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I was
Sure.
just curious, when the mention of Kren was said, did he do anything to the bag?
Do you
Would
have
it be
eyes
something that,
on the bag?
well, not for me, but would it be something that Lady may have noticed? Like,
I
did
will say
he
he
push
does-
the bag out of the way or something like that?
He does kind of like shove the bag a little bit. He does seem to have his hand on the bag. He's like, when
I
Kren was
mean,
mentioned.
Lady currently has the senses of a dog. I think she'd be able to tell that there is a putrid stench of kobold
I will say
coming
you
from the
do
bag. Yeah.
An aura.
Yeah.
you do smell a general aura of kobold as in your hound scent in your hound form. You can definitely smell Kren Koblaster directly in that direction. Lady,
Okay, I would
Go ahead.
actually move a little bit further and to the other guard and just, I don't know, like the other one was treating me very kindly, so I'm coming up to the other guard trying to charm him, I guess.
no,
and-
he's like, no, I'm not a dog guy. No, sorry, just not really my
She
thing.
just takes the shape of a cat. She's like, meow. Like this.
Lady, I would like you to roll a quick perception check.
Perception check. Ooh.
Okay, all right. As you're
Dang.
sniffing around and you're sniffing a bit, you notice in the water, near where Vila Quinn is, Rogan is standing next to Vila Quinn, and he begins to maneuver around, looking at you, just kind of looking at very good dog. My apologies. My name is Rogan Rain. I'm Argus Rain's brother. It's a pleasure to meet you. You'll notice two things. First and foremost, Rogan has a tattoo on the other arm, opposite of what Argus does, and he also has two crossbones and the scalp of a skull, including the eye holes, just like Argus does.
Okay.
So, you see that, and the other thing you notice is that the water, right around where, you're kind of in like a puddle area, like a oversaturated, like little mini lagoon puddle, still water. And you'll notice as the water ripples out, it hits somewhat of a circular barrier about 10 feet away from where Vila Quinn is.
I don't like this.
Okay, I probably can't tell the others, but it's good that I notice. So I won't come any nearer then for now.
Okay.
Maybe like at the edge of it and just look at the person who's talking at the moment, just acting excited.
You have a cute little puppy here. What's her name again? Her name's Bessie. Yeah, she's a hunting hound. I brought in a bit ago. He's like, I don't remember you having a hunting hound. Why didn't you bring her before? Oh well, she was out and about, and I saw I didn't mention her before. She's something I recently purchased from the area. He's like curious, so I'm gonna roll 2 rolls: one persuasion check for Teddy, and one insight check. Or sorry, it's a deception check and insight check. So.
Oh my god.
So, first and foremost, we're going to do the persuasion check. Okay. Then the insight check. Okay. Interesting. I don't recall the dog. I'm sorry, my memory does elude me as he looks down at the hound that is now sniffing. Very curious. Well, I don't want to hamper your hunting trip any further. I do not need any assistance. We have it from here. It'll take some time, but we will find our way out. So, if you would like to just continue your hunting trip, I don't wish to impose any further. He's like, no. Theodore is going to be like, are you sure I can go back to town and get some more help, or I can?
It's a horse, Theodore. You're a horse.
I can help you pull out of here, or do you want me to go back to town? It's like, no, don't. In fact, no need to acquire more help from town. You may go upon your hunting trip. Really, it's no big deal. Please, just continue about your day. And Theodore's like, I mean, are you absolutely certain you don't want any help? I can, Mr. Boudreaux. I appreciate meeting you. There is tense conversation between 2 nobles. The Bloodhound has
everyone.
the character as the dog has figured out there's a invisible barrier around Vila Quinn, so it's not going to be quite as easy to get hold of Kren as initially thought. Patrols are being made. Argost has put himself into a position to see a lot of the field, and Teddy is insinuating or trying to help Vila Quinn with his issue, and Vila Quinn is telling him basically to leave. Mr. Boudreaux, I appreciate your beg for assistance, your bid for assistance, and while we had... The music was still in my head. Nice. And while I appreciate your offer for assistance, I must insist that you go about your day and move along. So, I implore you, nay, I command, leave. And he's going to cast... Wait, can he do that from here? Hold on, let me see. Hold on, he might not actually be able to do that yet.
This is really awful.
Okay, so he's not going to cast anything. He's just going to say, please leave. Theodore is going to make an insight check. Okay. You can see Theodore uncomfortably kind of like looking around. He notices that there is Rogan in front of him, Argos behind him, and individuals who are patrolling around. Well, I don't mean to cause any further alarm here. I will wish you best in your day, I suppose. If you do see Kren, please make sure to send a message of some sort. I'll pass it along to the crew. He's like, I will be sure to do so. I would not miss that listen for the world. Theodore is going to begin to maneuver east to a degree. He's gonna, Bessie, come on, let's go. We got some more hunting to do.
We do.
What do you
Whatever
do?
you do,
Oh, you're
dear
muted,
Connie, we all support you.
We can't hear you either.
Huh?
Sorry, one more time.
Can't hear who.
Oh, I muted myself at the end of my sentence.
Gotcha.
We all support whatever decision you do here, Kati.
Don't die. I don't support that one.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, now we can.
Okay, good. No, I was asking, like, out of character, I could engage further. I don't know if you want that. Because I would actually almost say let's get out of the situation and follow them somewhere else.
I mean,
I
right
don't
now, I
know.
have a question for Velvet real quick.
Yeah.
This is very cryptic, but dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
How perceptive are they to magic, and how nervous do they grow about magic? Would it be realistic for a dog to start barking at a form of magic they detect? Or would that
Possibly.
be like super weird behavior?
Possibly. Depends on how well trained the dog is. It's possible.
It's like this is like a hunt. This is supposedly
a hunting dog.
a hunting dog, and there's all of those like talks about magical beasts in the forest. So would it be realistic for a dog to be like, huh, what the fuck is going on here with a magical barrier? Or would that be like super weird exposing behavior? Because then she could at least warn the others to not do anything rash without saying
Well, the
it
problem is,
explicitly.
does Lady know what is common for a hunting dog or not?
I don't know. I think, if anything, if I would act out, then I would go towards it and like be on the edge of it and
Gotcha.
maybe start growling like very, not too loud or aggressive, but like interested, like what's going on over here.
Gotcha.
There is something that I might want that is here, and
Gotcha.
we cannot leave.
Gotcha. Okay. You walk up to the edge of what you believe to be the barrier. And as you do, you start to paw it, sniff, and growl. And as you paw and you go to sniff, you do hit a physical dome. Like a physical barrier, kind of a dome. Right about 10 feet away from Eloquent. It's like, Theodore, you must get your mutt away from here, please. I implore you, please get your dog away from this vicinity. I think you've stated you're welcome enough. I appreciate your assistance for help. He's like, of course. Of course. Come on, Bessie. He's going to dismount his horse and begin to walk over between the two
Can I-
individuals.
Please.
If he comes up to me, can I
Yeah.
like I don't know, take his hand somehow to
Yeah.
make the barrier, to make him touch the barrier,
Yeah, of course.
so that
As-
he also sees.
As it comes over, like, Bessie, what's going on? As he does, we'll say you do a playful like jump up on him, and he falls back first onto the barrier. Like he just like, oh jeez, damn, that hurt. Vila Quinn, you all right? You have He goes to knock on it. Theodore, I insist you leave. As he's sitting there, like looking around, and Rogan is just kind of like, fuck. You're kind of giving like a
Did he
kind of a-
go away?
Rogan is gonna kind of circle around back. Mr. Boudreaux, is there any other individuals who came along with you for this hunt? And Theodore just looks at Vehicle and goes, no, I'm alone. And so he's gonna make a deception check. Okay,
Please
he rolled high. And Vehiquen's gonna make an insight check.
roll low, motherfucker.
It is quite dangerous to be out here all alone. by yourself. I would suggest, it's not so long ago that a noble had perished in these very woods due to a mysterious beast that no one has ever seen. This beast could very well be hanging around here. I
want
implore
the beast
you.
to be hanging around here.
I implore you to please.
I want. Oh my god.
I implore you to please vacate. Theodore, stepping back for a moment, looking at him. I'm sorry, I must have misheard you there. I believe I might have misinterpreted your concern. And he, puts his hand on his hips. Was that a threat, Mr. Villaquin?
Oh no. Oh no.
Villaquin, I would never attempt to do so, sir. And Theodore suddenly goes, because while Tridia may have a hold on Rochante, we still are proud Rochantean nobles.
Lady, do something.
Who have our own home and have our home. And I don't take kindly to hardy, tall, and if I might say so myself, practically useless nobles from Tridia making threats. So, I'm gonna say, I will choose your next words very carefully. Villaquin is going to make a choice. Okay. He just leans in. If you think this berry is gonna stop the kind of rage that you'll feel from the Boudreaux family, if I die out here and you are found to be guilty of such a thing, then you will find yourself very mistaken.
Please help.
It
Are we
is.
going back to the horse?
It is at this point that Mr. Argost Rain, walking back and forth, peers through the trees. And with a perception check of a natural 20, he looks through and he sees two horns sticking out from the brush. And the red dome scalp, or the hair, and the red domed forehead of a one Ardent Montgomery.
Oh, come on. I had such a good idea and now you're ruining it.
Well, if you have that idea, you can still implement it because he's not doing anything
not
yet.
at all. It would have taken for us to retreat, unfortunately. So it's unfortunately not going to happen.
So we are going to end the session with Argost Rain slowly reaching for an arrow, pulling it forward.
I was actually excited for combat for once. Why would you do that? You're so awful.
He's going to slowly put the arrow in, notch the arrow onto the bow, and we'll end the session with a whistle, like. And with that whistle, we end the session.
How did it just get headshotted first thing in the next session? Awesome.
So, the combat has
Arden's
not.
at least behind 3/4 cover. He's gonna be okay.
Of course, no.
Right?
He's behind cover. Like, you were still very much behind cover, but unfortunately, while the other individuals of their party are not very perceptive, Argost is very perceptive. He's a lot harder to hide from, and his alert was raised when Mr. Boudreaux came into the frame, and he had been scanning the area the entire time. So, with that, we end the session with a tense standoff between two noble individuals from a noble house. And we will see what happens in the next session. Will combat ensue? Will you guys somehow diplomacy your way out of this? We'll find out next time. on
Dragon Ball Z.
On the Shattered Crown,
Awesome.
Krennapping. So,
And we will save you.
Do that.
One
Why?
eye on that.
Why would you do that?
oh God, we were hitting that point. We were hitting the 4-hour mark, and it's way too late to start a combat encounter at this point. And
I do
honestly,
agree.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Oh.
I would definitely. Also, the cliffhanger's too good to not leave off on. Everybody like talking to each other, and unfortunately, Arden, you made the mistake. Not you. You didn't make the mistake, but you guys underestimated the pride of a Mudoro. Not you, but everybody in the party underestimated the pride of a noble who is under annexation from another noble house who is being talked down to effectively when he's trying to help somebody. So, with that pride and with the perception of a very perceptive individual.
Okay, he's within 60 feet of me. He's gonna be fine.
Next episode, fillers. Next episode, we go to the beach. We go to the beach with the whole of the party.
Beach
We're gonna have
man.
a flashback to Sayuri's childhood and her best friend for the entire battle. Just gonna be some Naruto shit. Oh my god.
And we
I
come
love.
back and everybody's charged up like Dragon Ball.
I know. I love this cliffhanger. I was like, oh, this is gonna be too good. This is too good. So
You're so awful.
you know a couple things. You know that Vila Quinn is behind a barrier of some sort. You know that he cannot cast spells through this barrier at this moment in time. Otherwise, he would have attempted to already. You know that there are 2 individuals of, at the very least, threatening ability, along with 4 others. And you know that, but we don't know is whether or not combo will have a next session. So, we're gonna leave off here. Thank you all for coming. I hope you're all cool to yourselves and cool to others. Thank you everybody for
You're not being very cool to us.
Thank you for showing up to the D&D game. I gotta go so I can let my boy out and play with him another time. But thank you all for coming. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week. We will be back 2 weeks from now with our next session. Hopefully with
I'm for 1 week from now, please.
So that we can have all the party. Also, it would be good to have Sky here to really be a part of this combat. So we will see each other next time. Session 10. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.